Hello, everyone, and welcome to a sneaky episode of Raw Talking It. I'm your designated gator, Titus. Over there is our day drinker, Joe, also our guide, you know, whatever you prefer. And we are continuing Final Fantasy VII R. We are 3 chapters away from the end, I believe.
4.
Okay, 4 chapters away from the end. So we're getting there. Yeah, we're just climbing the plate. That's where we left off last time. Watch the video, of course. If this is your first time, why are you starting here? Go watch the other ones first.
I wonder if this rope belongs to search and rescue.
Or join us on Twitch.
Be able to climb up here.
We have cutscene immediately. Ooh, your hair physics were bad right there.
I am very glad I told you to not
Don't screw up and fall.
walk.
By the way, how well you do with this
What's
grappling
up with
gun
your hair?
will tell us a whole
Yeah, that was a
lot
weird
about
physics thing that was happening there. It's still
Just
happening.
remember, we can't come back.
Is it supposed to be windy?
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. To use the grapple gun to reach high locations, you need to find a spot above where the grapple can catch hold. Oh, they're really just adding Spider-Man into this shit. huh?
Don't you love getting a tutorial for a mechanic that is only going to be in this one chapter?
Yeah, for like 10 seconds, and you can only do it to designated spots that are pretty much predetermined anyway, because you don't have free will in a video game.
Yep.
We're
No
we're
lie,
edgy today.
No lie, you're going to do that like 4 times total.
Yeah. You really could have just gave me a cursor, and it would have said triangle, and I would have been able to figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
hey,
like
look.
one of those little double arrows on the ground. that
Damn,
they
the
give you
thing I'm gonna
for
have to
anyways.
fight.
Yeah, right.
They really just put a boss, like some kind of boss, at every fucking chapter, but maybe a couple. How can we extend this gameplay so we don't have to do outside of Midgar? I know!
I'm willing to bet that almost every boss was at least a decently specific encounter in the original. I don't know, but it feels like I know a lot of them were.
Saving Aerith is our top
Some of them
priority.
weren't bosses; they were just like mini bosses, and now they're like bosses.
Yeah, now they're like big deals. But the whole thing in the train graveyard is kind of correct.
That one was weird. That's the one I'm just like, this whole section just feels very forced. Like, they know the train graveyard is iconic, and so they can't cut it. But also...
What the fuck are you? You're a fucking weird dude. Yeah, but he's a weird guy, and I don't like him. He should stop being here. And he will stop being here.
Yeah.
So join on Twitch. You can hear a lot of the pre-talk stuff. We've had some interesting discussions about Mass Effect, of course, but just like video games in general. And one of the conversations that I would like to have, just so that we're not sitting here watching me slash around like an idiot, and apparently just get hit with random nonsense that these guys do. Holy, what the freaky frack?
Does it say anything about how... It looks like they're not staggering at all.
You just you literally just beat the shit out of them or block their physical attacks, but they've hit me with like 6 magical attacks when that happened.
They don't seem to have hits left. I know some enemies in this game don't have hits left. They're not reacting to everything that you do, or at least they weren't for a little
Oh, no, he's
while.
dead. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, game, sure. Anyway, and one of the things... Whoa, that's weird. It also came out of my controller, that was freaky. Stop that! I can hear it twice.
Come on, we need to get inside.
Run! And because we're playing a remake of an older game, maybe we could discuss games that are kind of plagued by
Why don't we use our grappling gun to
older
get up there?
game
Jump over all this
mechanics.
shit.
But have great stories, and really, some of the original Final Fantasies are not great in terms of certain gameplay. AKA 2. Wow, cool, look at that free choice I just had. Let's go around the enemies. Oh, you're gonna find them anyway. That was cool. I like that.
Mother knows we're here now.
I mean,
I had a choice.
this isn't a game about choice. I don't know why
I know, it's just really funny. It's like, they deliberately made this thing where it's like, oh, they're gonna get to go around? Never mind.
I I think it's a little bit, and I think it's a little bit the writers being like
Cheeky. It's very cheeky.
well, just like the characters aren't going to be walking into random people constantly. They kind of need a bit of an excuse.
You don't know Cloud very well, do you?
Give him your all.
He's like, fuck it, I'll fight him. I'll punch him, I don't give a shit.
Try not to be like, noticed by every single person that walks by.
God don't
And
care.
then, who
Just
can
like-
then radio over and be like, hey, bad guys.
yeah, excuse me, bad guys. Broski, why are you way up in the air, skis? What are you weak to, thunder?
No need to.
No, fire. I'm pretty sure
Fire.
almost every human.
They're just all weak to fire.
Non-boss humans are pretty much always just weak to fire.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, Infinity Engine is a good like a good thing there. A lot of the like Final Fantasy II is widely known as like one of the worst ones, because it's like the way you leveled up and the way you did things and the way like the turn base of the first one, Final Fantasy I, was a big deal, and you know everyone was engrossed by the story and they had a hit. Yeah, 8 is weird too. 8's the exact opposite, where 8 is really good mechanics and just a terrible ass story.
This is what I think actually was Octopath's not downfall, because it was still actually fairly successful, but a lot of the complaints about Octopath are complaints about exactly what they were going for, which is the classic JRPG turn-based experience.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Oh.
The fact is that the classic JRPG turn-based experience is a flawed one. It's not like bad or anything. There's still a lot to love.
So
But like the idea of like random encounters, it's like, well, yeah, we've learned that random encounters kind of suck. Hard game overs and like no autosaves. We've kind of just discovered that that's not very fun anymore. It turns out that was just like we shouldn't have been doing it to begin with because it wasn't very fun. And so Octopath really tried to like capture that experience. But
and people realized that shit's tough, dog.
a lot of people came to the game basically being, you know, not completely aware, not with all that, without all that context, and they show up to this game and they're like, this is really annoying that XYZ happens, and it's like, well, okay, but that kind of was exactly what they were going for, whether you like it or not. But yeah, it turns out a lot of those things,
Which is interesting, right? Because we come from a gaming industry now that has an entire genre about games being just fucking difficult. And yet, when a JRPG does it, it's like, well, why?
well, it's not even difficult. The Octopath is at times hard and at times not hard. Well, no, but like I get it too. I really like Octopath, but I also am like really frustrated that I'm like, man, I gotta
Now.
like, gosh, like I really don't want to fight this many random encounters. It's exhausting, and at a certain point, it stops being like, you know, I'm kind of over it at a certain point in the game. Even
And
if
that's
it is
why
the right vibe.
all JRPGs nowadays should have a speed up animations button. Or you know, like Bravely
depending
Default, you could do ×4. That should just
Auto
be
battle.
that should just be standard nowadays.
Auto battle or but doesn't that it kind of, I understand why some developers would be like, well, we can just make a game that plays itself. If you just want to watch a game movie, we could make that.
Well,
So
I'm not
I
saying
understand-
necessarily auto battle, but
I'm just saying I
Well-
can see why some people, that's what
I don't know. Persona 5 has that. You hit the start button and it just does it.
it just does, whatever like the last thing you did was or whatever.
It just
And I can
it
see
just
why-
hits the attack button. Is all it does.
Yeah, and I can see why some developers wouldn't want to do that, because like, what's the point? What's the point of coming up with a gameplay if you're just going to hit fast forward and not do it? To which I say, that's why there's other genres of games.
Yeah.
But also, I understand when it's like something that's fun at the beginning of the game, it's really hard to still make it fun at
God
the
damn
end
it.
of the game.
I just used items to save or to heal and a fucking stupid
You have
I
a
just hope that this time.
billion,
bench.
you have a billion items, it's fine.
Bench. So like in this, I'm gonna suck Persona's dick here like I usually do, but I think they're really.
Buy the music. Buy the music. What are you doing?
I was trying to go see those boxes, but there's enemies right there, so I'm just gonna go do this first. One thing that I really like about Persona 5 specifically is it scales up its dungeons really, really well. You'll go through and the enemies be kind of hard, and then you capture the newest ones that you see, and then you go through and then you fight the sub-boss, which is the red phantom that you have to fight, and it's like, oh, that was tough, and then you can, and then you go back and heal or whatever you have to do, and you go through again, you get to that point, and you're like, oh, it's starting to get really, really easy, and then you get to like a floor or so, or whatever, a spot before, 2 spots before where you steal the treasure and go to the main boss, and you're like, oh, they ramped it up just a little bit more. We introduced that one phantom that has a slightly different mechanic that makes this a little harder, and I can't just autopilot. I have to use these certain mechanics. So they did such a good job with that. Okay, get hit by fire, that's fine.
Sorry, I really don't want to complain about technical issues on recorded streams, but you were cutting out really bad during that whole thing, and I don't know why. I hope it was just on my end.
I'm assuming it's my headset, because my stream is through a different computer. Or my stream is through a different...
I just was like smiling and nodding because I'm like, I'm missing every word. Okay, it's fine. It's probably just... or it could even be my end. I have like my window open and my radio's doing the thing where it's like quieting down audio because it thinks that I'm talking because it's hearing something, like what phones do. I don't know. But I got. I think. I don't know. It's just really hard with some games, and in particular, I think with any. I frankly think with any turn-based game, it is really hard to make turn-based battling fun the whole game without just making it obnoxiously hard. And it's just a hard balance to strike.
That's... I don't know. I mean, people do it with like the action, the ATB gauge, rather than a strict turn-by-turn like 10 or Dragon Quest. Or Persona, for that matter, because that's all strictly turn-by-turn. There's a turn order based on agility, based on speed, based on whatever. Yeah. So you have your turn list. Where Original 7 and then Final Fantasy X-2 have an action time gauge, where if you do an action and then it fills up, and then you can do an action. And then haste, of course, makes that different. The game I'm playing right now, Atelier, depending on what action you do, so what it does is your person's icon falls down the side of the screen, and when it hits the circle at the almost to the bottom of the screen or so, like right where the materia button here is, that person gets to take an action, and you can use a skill, use an item, or just attack, and then whatever you choose to do puts you higher up on the screen or lower on the screen, depending on what like speed or weight qualification that action has. So it makes it so that like a skill makes you have to wait just a little bit longer than just regular attack, and so it makes it more this like balancing of turns.
That's actually really similar to Octopath and World of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, World of Final Fantasy does the same thing. Exactly.
World of Final Fantasy, I'm pretty sure you always wind up back at the top of the bar unless you just hit defend.
That game does not get enough praise. If you haven't ever played it, go play it. It's so good.
I think that one, it does. It's just either defend puts you like halfway up, or anything else puts you at the top. But speed affects how fast you move through the bar. So even if you're always put in the same spot on the bar, characters don't move through the bar at the same speed. So somebody with haste or slow or just a faster character, whatever, gets to act at different times. Octopath does a different thing, where Octopath is some bosses, especially later game, they just get multiple actions per turn. So that's just they get something that they do really early in the turn, and something they do in the middle of the turn, something they do at the end of the turn or whatever. And so that's how they handle that, rather than having speed. Speed, I think, affects where you get to go by default, basically your initial placement. within a turn order, but bosses generally get like that. They get moves at different speed values. I think is how it probably works. Which I think is also a really good system. I think it's also really intuitive. Everybody, it's traditional in the sense that like at least the good guys, everybody gets to go once per round. Bad guys just sometimes get to do extra things.
Yeah, well, because it's only one of them, so they have to be scaled accordingly. And
yeah,
all
exactly.
that
Once
stuff,
you get to because you can have a boss fight that has 3 bad guys as one fight, and so then they all do separate actions. Sometimes you're facing off against one big enemy, and so they get multiple actions.
Yeah,
and then maybe they summon adds to the fight, and those adds with their own actions.
the grunts versus the dragon versus the final,
Yeah.
whatever happened.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it'll be like, well, you're fighting a 5-headed snake, so it gets 5 turns, right? You know, stuff like that.
Yeah, the Divinity games do an interesting job.
As
of
I
things.
recall, it's one continuous bar. Like, you can just see X amount of time in the future, and so you might see one character on the bar once, but you might see a character on the bar multiple times if they're faster or whatever. Yeah. Octopath still explicitly splits it into rounds because Octopath has the break system where you can, if you hit an enemy's weakness enough times, you cancel any actions they have on the round you're on, and then also you cancel any actions they have on the following round. And then on the round after that, when they return to the battle, they get to take all of their actions at the beginning no matter what, and you can't avoid that. So breaking an enemy allows you to, it lowers the defenses, and you can hit them for a lot of damage, and you can, and you're guaranteed that you're not going to take a hit or whatever. But then the turn that they come back, they're going to possibly do multiple things all at once, and you're going to have to be ready for that, which is... So there's some strategy even beyond just break your enemy, but like, is it worth it to break an enemy at the end of the turn? Because you're only removing 1 round of actions, where if you break them at the beginning of a turn, you get 2 rounds of stuff to do, for example. And that whole system, that's why I like that. That helps. But even then, Octopath, like I said, by the end of the game, it can sometimes just be like, man, I love the boss fights, but I'm just getting a little tired of the regular fights. Which, honestly, is a similar issue to, this is what a lot of people didn't like about Paper Mario Origami King. A lot of people did not like the combat in that game, especially at the end of the game, because I think Origami King did not innovate enough. I think it has had a really cool idea of how to do the turn-based with the rings and everything. I actually think that's fun. And the Vellumental battles turn that on its head, and that's also really fun. But then by the end of the game, they just didn't mix it up enough, where... the whole idea with Mario, or with Origami King, is you have to get limited moves to configure your enemies in such a way that you defeat them. And broadly speaking, almost every single fight, there is a solution to the puzzle, such that if you solve it, you will win the combat in either 1 turn or very, very few turns, right? Where you can take out, like, the whole thing is that you get enemies and they're shuffled around.
It's more a puzzle game than it is a...
Right, and there's always an explicitly better solution, and the enemies are technically in a configuration. Because in the game you can attack in a straight line, or you can attack in the 2x2 grid, and so your enemies are always going to be in either a line or a grid.
Because you really liked Origami King compared to everybody else.
I really did. I thought it was great, but I also do think that the battle could have gotten more creative by the end.
Gotcha.
So some of the things they do, for example, like I said, is that it presents the enemies and it shuffles them around, and if you find the right configuration, then it is trivial to beat the enemies. But a lot of people really struggled with it, which it is kind of hard, to be honest. And if you struggle, the game is actually really punishing. So it was a wall for a lot of people who weren't spatially aware. Also, the whole thing is you can buy more time to think, and a lot of people, I think, were really averse. They're like, no, I need my coins. I can't spend my coins. And I was like, fuck it.
Spending coins, baby.
I'm like, if I need more time to think, like, the whole point is that if I take a little more time and find the solution, then this combat becomes trivial. So it's better for me to do that than
Right.
waste a bunch of
But
time.
we can take this. We can roll this back to some of the older gamers like us and a little bit older than us are so ingrained with hoard the really good items until the last fight. But by the time you get to the last fight, you're usually like, I have to grind up for the last fight. You overgrind, and you never end up using the items anyway.
Right. Right.
And so that behavior is kind of hard to like.
Oh no! I agree. I think they should have made maybe, I don't know. I think they could have done something more interesting there. Maybe make it cheaper to buy a little bit of time and expensive to buy a lot of time,
Save some for later.
like diminishing so that if you just need a couple seconds extra or whatever. Anyways, but the things they do is like one of the early twists they do is you fight Booze, who you see what the pattern is on the board, and then after a second they fade away, and so you have to remember the pattern and keep that in your head as you try to configure, even though you can't see the enemies. And then if you get it right, they'll reveal themselves when you attack, and you'll know if you got the solution or not, right?
I wonder what this rock is gonna do.
And
It's
then,
just gonna fall.
and then very much later in the game, they have enemies that you like have to like they're folded paper soldiers, you know,
Right.
like the chain of people holding their hands, and you have to do extra stuff where it's not just find the right configuration, but you have to like fold them back up by spinning the wheel extra times, and that's really clever. Those are like the only two innovations really that make the puzzles more interesting, and I think that's where it fell apart. Is they needed to come up with a couple more ways to make the puzzles different and unique in a different area.
There's nothing important in these treasure chests over
Nope.
there, right?
There is no missable weapons or missable items.
I don't know if I could have gotten that one anyway. It looks like it's like when it wraps around here, so that actually might be coming up. So, but class, we're gonna have a quick lesson. That right there, that's an eye girder or any kind of steel girder. They're like focusing up. These things are really not that hard to walk on. They're really not that bad. I've walked on them. They're actually pretty wide. They could be a foot to like a foot and some change long, like almost 2 feet, 2 feet wide. They're not that bad.
Yeah, but that one's maybe not stable.
That's fair, but they're not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I unapologetically like Origami King. I don't
think you have to
perfect-
apologize for liking a game.
No, within the Paper Mario community, I kind of do.
Oh.
Because again, there's the Paper Mario purists who are like, everything after Thousand Year Door was a waste of time and bad.
So that's like
And
saying I like Final Fantasy 13 to people who like Final Fantasy games.
Well, it's to me the problem is that at this point they're saying that Paper Mario is really a thing in which only a minority of the games have been that. 2 Paper Mario games have been RPGs. 4 have not been. And so at this point they're like, Paper Mario is an RPG, and every Paper Mario game that's not an RPG is bad. And I'm like, I get that because that was the first 2, but also Paper Mario hasn't been an RPG in 20 years, and so maybe you just don't like those games are really
No
good,
surprises there.
but
Play the bug game.
Bug Fables, there's a new one, the Outbound Ghost just came out either today or yesterday.
If
That
you
was
want,
heavily oh, by the way,
if you want that gameplay, play the bug game.
go back and do, by the way, that. I'm pretty sure those cables are a temporary thing.
Oh, there's a little thing that tells me I can do something.
Yep.
Aha.
And yeah, I think people should want Mario RPGs. I think I would love it if the next Paper Mario game went back to its roots and was Thousand Year Door 2 with cool characters. I'm not saying I wouldn't love that.
But
I'm just
also,
saying when people say like, this isn't Paper Mario, I'm like, at this point, like I will buy that about Breath of the Wild. I disagree, but I get it. Or about Metal Gear Solid 5. But like at this point, you're saying that the majority of Paper Mario games aren't true Paper Mario games, and like, sorry, but that's just not the way it is anymore, bud. That ain't how it works.
yeah.
So, by the way, the skybox in this particular level, very cool. There's a lot of detail.
A lot of buildings.
Yeah, but that's my. Anyways, but Origami King is not a perfect game by any means. I think it has flaws, and I think a lot of people specifically didn't like it because they thought that this one was finally going to be the return to form on Thousand Year Door, and just like it wasn't, and so people got their expectations too high, and instead, like, it had turn-based battling, but not really, and it had partners, but not really. And so, like, I think people just set themselves up to be unhappy there. I think it's one of the better stories of any Paper Mario game, if not the best. I would argue Super Paper Mario maybe is the best story, because it's probably the most cohesive narrative in Super Paper Mario. Thousand Year Door has a good narrative, but it's also like a lot of filler, where it's like you have a bunch of mini stories, which are all very good, but not like one big story.
You just gonna keep shooting at me, you stupid idiot?
Pretty much. This section, I don't remember this being... I think you can guard?
No.
Or no, you're not in combat, so you can't guard.
You just wait for him to stop shooting, basically, for like a split second. Man, yeah, this needed to be in the game.
Yeah, you can't dodge roll either right now.
This really needed to be in the game. I agree, Square Enix. I enjoy this.
Corbin,
This
Super Paper
is
Mario
fun.
on the Wii, fantastic game. It's really good. It's not a turn-based RPG like the first two are, but Super Paper Mario is the one that gets a pass for a lot of Paper Mario fans because it's not an RPG, but also it's just really freaking good. It's just really enjoyable, and it's got all the writing and charm that you could want out of Paper Mario games, and so people still are okay with that one. Yeah, you should just play Barret. They're weak to lightning, and you kind of just need to spam anything that they're weak to. Well, these guys are annoying.
Yeah, I gotta just hit them with big attacks. So like, really, Overcharge is so good because it does so much damage all at once.
Yep.
And I can stagger them.
And then hit your Maximum Fury, and then or Thundergut even is also fine.
Yeah, I just gotta like.
You don't stop till it's done.
Yeah, these guys are kind of annoying.
Weird.
Oh yeah, these guys, it's a repulsion shield. It specifically is to counter the melee characters.
Super cool. I really like that.
I mean, adjust your strategy. Have them cast some things. I'm not saying it's. I'm just saying, like, you can play Barret and ignore it, but also like, this is them telling you, hey, try something new. You can't just walk up with Tifa and go punch, 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 punch.
Right. Yes. The two characters that I have that are melee are ineffective, and then I have the one that doesn't do anything.
Well, you can make any of the characters casters. You chose not to. Magic weapons.
Yeah.
You could have made Barret. What if you walked into this and Barret was your melee? And you would have been like, oh, I can't use Barret. He's melee. What? This fight is so bullshit.
That would be dumb. I would be stupid for making Barret the melee character.
If you made Barret melee and Cloud and Tifa casters.
That would be silly.
Supposedly Cloud with his magic weapon is actually the best caster. Well, sorry.
Besides Aerith.
Aerith's the best caster in the game. And she never gets a melee physical weapon. But ignoring that, for all the characters where you have options, Cloud is the best caster, actually, if you build it that way. But yeah, these guys are annoying. Don't forget, charges gives you ATB, so if you have full ATB, there's no point in using overcharge until you spend it first.
I'm gonna do this.
This is gonna sting. Give him what's coming.
Okay. You know what? Let's.
Does Tifa? She has.
Let's pour on the paint.
She has like the chai trap, right?
Why can't I summon with anybody else? I swear I have summons on them.
I do. There's rules.
Oh,
about who
is it
gets
because
to
it's
summon.
too big?
Some of them might be too big. I don't remember who you have on who. I also know that some. I think there's something to do with like how summons happen, where like this person got low health, so that triggered the summon gauge, so they're the only ones whose gauge triggered or something, and it's unclear. I think one of your summons is Leviathan, who is definitely not available. Who's not available everywhere. Your other one, I thought was Shiva, and I thought Shiva was available almost anywhere.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But maybe not.
Good luck.
I don't know. Oh well. They're almost dead anyways.
Anyways, Paper Mario Origami King's good. I think I understand why people had problems with that game in large part because they the turn-based combat did not innovate enough before the end of the game to keep things exciting. A lot of people were like, I just was avoiding enemies by the end of the game, which of course makes all the fights harder because you're avoiding enemies, so you're not getting experience, so you're not getting items and stuff, and then you wind up having hard fights, and then the game's too hard. So any game that makes you avoid the thing that makes your character grow is a problem, and I've seen that in other games. Xenoblade has this problem too. People will just beeline from story objective to story objective, and it's like, guys, if you don't do anything to gain experience, you won't gain experience, and the enemies are just going to wipe the floor with you every time. You have to.
But new gamers are starting to get into JRPGs and such, or getting into these big games, and are not familiar with that concept at all.
It's like,
just being able to go through an action game and just go to the straight next thing after they get whatever else stuff.
Games without a progression system.
Right.
And it's like,
stats are a big deal.
It's like, no, it's like in this game, if you're not level 20 and you try to fight the level 20 boss, you either have to be really good at the game or you're just going to have a bad time. That's the thing about Xenoblade. Xenoblade, I think, does things fairly well because if you're really good at the game, you never have to grind and over-level. Whereas if you're not very good at the game, over-leveling can close that gap for you. And so I think it manages difficulty well. Because people who do all the stuff, then they don't have to be... If you're willing to put in the work and just do all the side quests, you don't have to be an expert at the game. But if you are an expert at the game, you should be able to walk through it and basically... Yeah. Xenoblade 3 actually is probably the worst sinner as far as letting you get over-leveled.
I also don't want to overlook Corbin. I see your stuff about Dragon Quest. I'll talk about it.
I know. I have the problem is I have no knowledge about Dragon Quest except for
Dragon
Warrior Monsters.
So fucking good.
Is that the one that was on Switch?
Yeah.
Or was that 8?
No, that's 8 is on the 3DS.
Okay. I just feel like there's multiple Dragon Quest games that I'm aware of, but I don't know enough about them, so I cross wires on them.
8 is on the 3DS. It was the one I started Dragon Quest, like official Dragon Quest on, because I played Dragon Warrior Monsters first. Yeah. Oh my god.
But when we think about a lot of games, for example...
My god.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. That's a crazy visual. Yeah, you don't get this in the other game where they show you literally the devastation of everything that's happened.
They really want you to know how bad it was and how bad it could have been if you hadn't done anything.
We will.
Right.
You'll help too, won't you?
For a price.
But yeah, Corbin brings up a really good thing. Like, Dragon Quest XI did really, really well in the States. So much so that they added the bonus content and then re-released the game. Now, they charged full price for it, again, which I'm not a huge fan of, because I bought it originally, and then I'd have to rebeat the game to get the extra gameplay stuff. I need to look up, and I'm just walking around because I'm talking. And so, that sucks, but... I mean, I would probably replay it again if I found the time. But the thing about that game is it's so true to original JRPG. I mean, it's literally action, take your turns, fight. But the animations are great. The story is so much fun. The music, the environment, it really tries to... And it does a super good job of putting you in that world and wanting you to get nice and cozy there. And so it's just a super fun game. The problem being is like more action-based games do better in the West, and Square wants to sell games in the West, which is, I mean, that's fine, right? I mean, you have to do a business standpoint, but it seems like they're also getting rid of the other content and the other gameplays for the action-based stuff, and that kind of sucks. But
I was gonna bring up how I think games like Zelda are games where it is very much chart your own course through the game, but you also always know, so you can just walk from story objective to objective. And other than a few heart pieces, like that's really the only character progression there is. So this idea of like getting over leveled or better just is only the only thing you do is reduce the chance that you're gonna die. Like most people don't struggle with dying in Zelda games because they're not that hard. Not
right,
really.
yeah, the originals are really not that like. Ocarina, not that hard. Majora's Mask is hard because of the artificial, or because of the timeline, the artificial difficulty.
And also, early game is always harder than late game because you just have less health to run.
You don't, and you also don't have the materials and the tools
Right.
and all that.
But
shit.
like, broadly speaking, it's a game where they always tell you where you're supposed to go next. It's very obvious, and you can just go there if you want to. But if you go off to the side, you're not going to change much of the difficulty course of the game after the first couple hours. Whereas some JRPGs, in particular, any game with a progression system, can really change the anything.
What the fuck is happening?
Excitement is happening. I know a lot of the screen chat because I remember the purple and orange lighting of the sunset. I'm pretty sure like the cover art for this game I think is this area. So it's very cinematic and big. But yeah, stuff like Xenoblade and a lot of JRPGs, they definitely let you get really over leveled. By the way, I do think you can cast from behind walls, depending on the skill. As long as you don't shoot out a projectile. For example, I think you can hit thunder while behind walls. And also, if you change characters often, you'll move aggro around.
Taking over.
Ay.
Yeah, airborne combat was not done well in Second. I'll say that full stop.
And here's a weird thing. I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy 16, even though it is action-based combat. It's done by a guy who is very good at action-based combat. Because it's done by the same person who does the Devil May Cry series, and that action-based combat is so good.
Yeah.
Which,
I
like,
would argue
the weapon change stuff is very reminiscent of Devil May Cry, and so, like, that's gonna be cool to see what happens.
I would argue that Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West were also really good at action combat.
Oh yeah, I agree.
In that, especially with the progression too, the progression changed how you played the game, but it didn't really make it that much easier. Weapon progression did kind of, you could walk up to enemies and be like, oh, I can just one-shot you. But I think Horizon Zero Dawn had a really good difficulty curve where you get skills that allow you to either be sneakier or less sneaky and play your way more easily, and I think that's good. But yeah, for a game with progression, it's also a game that doesn't ruin the flow by allowing you to get ahead or get behind.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, there's always good challenges, and it does a good job of being like, oh, easy fights? Well, they're just easy now. And admittedly, Origami King does do that. Enemies that would be trivial to fight, after a certain point in the game, you just jump on their head and they just blow up, and you just don't have to do the turn-based combat.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, laser beams. Oh, can you do Leviathan?
I might be able to.
If you get the ATV at least.
Yeah. I'm just gonna use Tifa for a sec. She's way faster than the rest of the squad, so
Yeah.
I can just kind of avoid this laser beam for a second and kind of get
Laser beam.
like a good positioning here. Ooh, Tifa when he dived into the rock, that didn't work very well.
Watch
Okay.
yourself.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe the secret to the annoying aggro problems in this game is to just
Oh, I don't have it. Fuck. I thought I did.
Who has it? Fat Chocobo.
Nobody.
You're ready.
Oh, Chocobo and Moogle, really?
Because I needed a non-elemental for a certain fight that we did.
Oh, we should get Leviathan back on. We haven't
Yeah.
gotten to use Leviathan yet, and this would have been a great opportunity for it.
I agree, it would have been pretty nice, but I'm stupid.
But yeah, no,
Take the lead.
Let me handle this.
About damn time.
yeah, progression's hard, and it's really hard to make it fun. That was the thing Octopath does wrong, where you walk through an early level area of the game, you're still getting attacked by level 2 mobs. And it's just annoying, so what are you gonna do? Run every time? That's boring. They do add an ability that lets you like reduce enemy encounters, but I don't think there's a way to make it 0 if I recall,
Man, I trained for
which is
this.
frustrating. Yikers.
What's that?
It's, yeah, Carbuncle was done.
I also
so
had
it's hard to
shield
tell.
and shell on, so it was not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it probably would have been a party wipe. Otherwise.
Yeah.
Ooh, limits.
Finish him off. Go to the limit and beyond. Come on. Let's pour on the
You
pain.
ain't gonna get away.
There she goes, she killed it.
I was gonna say, I don't think you need anything else.
We win again.
Ooh, Cog
Not that there was ever any
Bangle is
doubt.
maybe a good item.
Um,
Not 100% sure, but it's worth looking at. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, just
Bravely does it
to-
right. Just let me turn it the fuck off if I don't want it.
Final Fantasy IX on PlayStation and Final Fantasy VII original on PlayStation 4 do a really good job of this as well, where they like make a setting for your encounters, so you can do default speed, all this stuff, turn them off, make them more prevalent, all these other things. So like that just needs to be standard.
I agree.
It just needs to be standard.
If you're gonna give me any abilities to mitigate random encounters, then turning them off should also just be built in. If you're gonna give me something that like reduces the encounters, then turning them off should also just be allowed.
Wouldn't that hurt like hell to grab that thing?
I mean, no. The relative speed would have been pretty close to 0, I think.
I guess that's true. No, not if it's approaching him. There's no
Well,
way.
I mean, yeah, but not as fast as if he was standing still.
That's fair.
I hope Octopath 2 does have
Okay, he shakes his hand. We're good. They did it.
reduction.
We're fine. We're fine. He shook his hand. It did hurt.
Yep.
I'm okay. Good game. Good game again.
Such a thing is too much excitement.
I would be more concerned about holding onto a tiny little wire. That would
Look,
jank.
he
that would
has
rip
a
your
leather.
fingers
He has a leather glove on. He's
True.
fine.
Come.
off. True. I mean, gloves do make a difference.
God, his
Whatever
hand is
design
humongous though. Like
His hands are stupid.
his whole body. They really made him just, and it's great.
He is the Barra King for
The
sure.
pizza in the sky.
Yeah.
It's a good.
Oh hey,
trophy.
I'm pretty sure that's chapter 15 done.
Yep. So now to go get the girl.
I need to make a new drink here in a moment.
Ah, that's an iconic. That's the screenshot for the trailer right there, or for the
Oh,
the game.
yes. Yes.
That's that right there.
Yes, that's the art.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell they worked backwards on this game.
That's
I think
good.
they designed some end stuff before they designed some beginning stuff.
Yeah, Final Fantasy X also does a thing where you can have no encounter items, but you have to create
Rolled out the
them.
welcome
Items are also fine as long as
There's an equip
I can't help
that
but
you
wonder
equipped,
if this
and
is a
then
lost
like,
cause.
but like Pokemon, like repels, right?
yeah, I would say as long as they're
you know,
accessible, even if I have to
Some
make the
lost causes
choice,
are worth fighting for.
I still think it's fine.
Yeah.
But like Octopath, all it
just think
does
this
is like
through.
you can equip this passive and you can get 20% less random encounters. That's all you can do,
So, I got an
and
idea.
that's
Frontal
annoying.
assault, guns blazing. Make for a good story.
Why'd we bring you along again? Rear entrance. We'll get inside via the parking garage.
Alright, time to go. And nothing that we're needing to get here, I'm guessing?
We have items. We have 2 weapons and 4 materia.
Jesus, that's a lot.
That said, this is a pretty long chapter. The next 2 chapters are both long. The weapon, there will be a brief period where you play as Tifa solo. And during that section, there is a Tifa weapon.
Okay.
Likewise, there's another weapon that I will just tell you when we get there. It's just hard to find. You have to talk to an NPC like a couple extra times.
That's
It's
always
not-
fun.
It's not bad.
tight.
It's not. It's
That's a
They
very
know what they're up against.
JRPG
Somehow
thing to
I
do.
don't
Is like
think
talk
it's
to
all
this
for us.
NPC 10 times and they'll give you a
no,
weapon.
it's not
Maybe
that,
even
but it's
I know,
like-
but it.
But yeah,
it's-
it's
What about the
adjacent.
ceasefire?
And
That
then
only put the war on pause.
there's materia, but they're all in. There's a mini game section. This chapter has a combat simulator in it, and there are specific challenges you can do for materia, including hard ones. So I'm gonna make another drink real
Is
fast.
materia worth
We're
it?
here to rescue Aerith, remember?
We
don't need more attention than what
I
we're
would
gonna
say
get.
they're worth it.
We
They're
need to be
they're
smart.
unique.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
hear you.
2 of them are
But my
unique.
soul's
You cannot get them any
screaming
other
for
way,
payback.
and there's only
No,
1 in the
I'm
game.
a ticking time bomb.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna be a beat. I'm gonna go to the
then
bathroom
make
real
it
fast.
later.
I'm gonna make a new drink real fast, and then I will be back.
Chat, give me your hot takes on video games. Give me your video game hot takes. Let's go. I want them. Show them to me. Give it to me. Bench! Video games are a waste of time? Yeah, we've already known that, but I still play them anyway. I haven't even done anything. I'm still gonna rest on that bench. No, no. I lied to you. Bum bum. Okay, okay, okay. So all we got our video game is a waste of time?
That one there. That's a Shinra truck, isn't it?
Come on.
Huh?
Dragon Ball. What the fuck? You don't want my other takes recorded? Oh my goodness. Now I want to know.
How's it looking out there?
That's really funny.
Anything?
Nah.
All clear.
Roger. Okay, head on in. So far, so good.
Okay.
Nice.
Where'd you come from?
Don't worry about it, dog.
Yeah, let's do this. Gotcha.
So I have an interesting drink.
Okay.
I've got another canned cocktail. I've been diving into these a little bit recently, and I'm just so curious about this
Keep it up.
because it's a whiskey Paloma.
I don't even know what that means.
So a Paloma, traditionally, is a Mexican cocktail which is tequila and either grapefruit juice or grapefruit soda. Both of those I've heard colloquially called Palomas. The juice and soda is different, but that's the vibe. You can have other stuff. You can add lime or whatever other flavor, and it can still be a Paloma. But this one is rye whiskey, grapefruit juice, lime juice, agave, and honey flavor. And it feels like it shouldn't work,
This will hurt.
so I'm curious.
Come on.
Smells good.
Tifa, you just kind of get your ass kicked.
Think fast.
Well,
We're going out like this.
Is it good?
that is whiskey and honey and grapefruit.
And that's what all you can taste, I'm guessing.
I mean, that's more than half the ingredients, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. Is it good?
Give him your all. You're gonna feel this.
I guess not.
It's not bad. I don't think honey and grapefruit go together very well. The whiskey, I don't even think is that big of a problem. I don't think the honey is necessary.
So, I don't really care for
Let's keep
honey.
moving.
I really like
it.
I don't really care for honey at all, except for there's a guy that we used to work with. He still works at my work. He just works on a different floor. He works for a whole different department now. And he keeps bees. He has a whole he literally has a whole farm. He has chickens. He has he got some cows. He has a bunch of bees. So we got some honey from local honey.
fresh honey, yep.
It's so
Can't get in contact with
fucking
HQ.
good,
Did
dude.
A2 this?
Yeah, honey is one of those things that I feel like is underutilized, and also so many people's experience with honey is just the bear at the grocery
Yeah,
store,
yeah.
which is like the
It is garbage honey.
it's just not very good. Yeah, it's not very good. And you can buy local honey at a grocery store. You just have to go out.
Hey.
You just have to go look for it.
You pay a little bit more too.
You
so
pay a little
people
bit
don't
more.
want to do that, but it's like
And you have to like read the bottle, and you have to have a good grocery store. You're probably not going to find it at Walmart. You're going to have to find it at a more local situation. But yeah, no, we still don't buy. There's like one brand of local-ish honey that we buy, but it still feels like it's a decently big brand. I really need to go look at like properly local honey. This is good. Good might be strong language. Like I said, I don't know. Honey and whiskey are good together. I don't feel like honey and grapefruit would be bad together, and I don't feel like whiskey and grapefruit would be bad together. And yet,
here we are.
I just taste all three of those things at the same time, which is nice too. None of the flavors are masking the others.
Seizing the open.
Glenn, so you did get the DLC then. You did. You've been going hard on Pokemon.
He became a sheeple. I think Pokemon Sword and Shield is ass.
By the way, you have maxed out 2 materia in the last 5 minutes.
I know.
So you should. I mean, I guess you have all the ones you need to level up equipped, but also you should check your linked materia. I'm curious how the revive one is doing. Because that's the big one.
You know what? I haven't checked on the Revive Materia in a hot minute, so we could probably look and see.
I have no idea where it's at.
It's on Tifa.
Is it? I have a lot of SP.
It's like halfway there.
Damn. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's better than I ever did. We'll have to see. We'll have to see when we get to the combat simulator, because this chapter is the last chapter to get your battle intel done. This is the last time you're going to see Chadley. So it might be plausible to get it done with the battle simulator, but I don't know.
I don't think it is. I think they want you to do it in
Post game.
where you get the up and all that stuff.
We'll see.
It doesn't seem plausible.
I don't know how much you're getting per fight right now, especially with Link stuff. You should take 5 minutes here and do your SP though, because you have a ton.
I don't have that much.
You have 30 some odd on Big Bertha.
So
Which
much
is-
on Barrett though.
I know. I believe the weapons you get this chapter, you're going to get a weapon for Tifa and a weapon for Barrett. So Cloud, you can top off his weapon because you're not getting another one for him until the chapter after.
Do we know if anything from this game will carry over to the second game? I fucking hope so, because that was the whole point of the other ones. Was like you put it in a disc, and I still had all my shit.
Yeah, progression. I think they're going to reset it. I just don't think they're going to.
And that's so dumb. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I know it doesn't make any sense, but at a certain point,
It's a direct sequel.
So was Horizon Forbidden West, and they literally just said, "Oh, I got into a scrap and lost all my stuff," and I'm fine with that because, like, it's a new game, and I want to progress more. I don't want to start off being strong. That's why I don't like a lot of new game pluses, because I like I like the progression system. That's why I played the game. I don't understand people who are like, I want to do New Game Plus where I have all my things. And I'm like,
Because
then what are you
sometimes
doing?
I want to feel like a god and just rip apart everything.
Yeah. I don't get it, but... Wait, why are you leveling up the Gatling gun?
Oh no, I had 72.
I mean, fine.
SP on the other guns that I'm not using.
But yeah, I don't... Mass Effect does reset each game. Actually, no. Partway. So, Mass Effect 1 into 2, yes, hard reset. You carry over some money, but it's only a fraction of the money you had. They actually had a funny... The joke was, between Mass Effect 1 and 2, spoilers, at the beginning of Mass Effect 2, Shepard dies and then is made undead. Shenanigans ensue. I won't go into it more than that. But the joke is that you lose most of your money because it's very expensive legally to go from dead to alive. And so you only get 10% of your money carried over or whatever. Mass Effect 2...
Actually pretty clever.
I actually think that's funny. Mass Effect 2 into 3, what they do is Mass Effect 2, you go from level 1 to level 30.
I'm never gonna fucking use these weapons. It takes too much time. I'm just...
Correct. Mass Effect 2 into 3. Mass Effect 2 has 30 levels. Mass Effect 3 has 60 levels. If you start Mass Effect 3 without an import, you start at level 1. And if you start Mass Effect 2 with an import, you just start at level 30. And while for a new player, those first 30 levels go very fast, for an existing player who is in the same class, you get to buy a bunch of upgrades and basically respec your original character with similar or the same skills. And in fact, if your skills... If the skill wasn't dramatically changed, you just get all the points. And so they actually did... It doesn't hard reset, which is cool. Though I did learn about... On this playthrough, I didn't do it, but you can apparently... there's a cheese where you... If at the end of Mass Effect 2, like after you beat the game, you're like, I'm done playing the game, there's a way for you to go respec your character. If you go do the respec, but you don't spend the points, you still get to spend all the points, but you can rebalance them, which is funny, if that makes sense.
I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Through the gate.
Probably towards an exclamation point.
Oh,
yes,
I'm
like that.
silly. I just Oh yeah, I turned off my
know.
map because I'm silly.
We could talk about Pokemon some more. Urshifu's cool.
We
I really
could
like
talk about
Urshifu.
Pokemon, but
You didn't play the DLC though on Sword and Shield, so.
Sword and Shield, meh.
Also, Sword and Shield though.
Game is
Here's-
mass how.
Here's another thing that did well. They finally had unbalanced battles where in the DLC they have a character who cheats. Which actually makes it so that you start a battle at a disadvantage.
You ready?
The character, no matter, basically in the big final battle against your DLC rival,
Finish him off.
in your final battle against them, either way they have a poison Pokemon Ace, and so they will start the battle with toxic. You start the battle with toxic spikes on your side of the field,
Give him your all.
which like isn't the biggest thing in the world, but just the idea that for once you have, for once you actually have a battle which isn't properly a square fight, your rival actually like.
Let's finish.
Does a
I
good
just-
move.
Yeah, they actually do something that's unfair because they're not a good person. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if more games were like, this fight isn't gonna be fair. And Sword and Shield does that a little bit. The Fairy Gym, she asks you questions during the fight, and if you get the answer wrong, she debuffs your Pokemon or buffs her own Pokemon or something. I think that was a neat idea. I would like more. And I think Scarlet and Violet are going to do this based on the
Just barely.
what we saw with the Team Star stuff. It looks like there's going to be more unfair Pokemon fights, and I think that is a good idea. Raid battles are also this way, right? Raid battles are also against an opponent who gets to do things that are, that a normal Pokemon trainer would not or could not do. Corbin, if you recall, the 8th gym in Sword and Shield was a kind of a hazard-based gym. He didn't have a type. He was like, the tactics gym leader where he did weathers, hazards, and it was a 2v2 battle. Right on.
Nuzlocking.
Oh, okay. So this was. Did you hear about this news?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so there used to be a podcast, a Nintendo podcast, called from Kit and Krista. I can't remember the name
Look
of
at
the
these
show.
dumb idiots just standing here waiting for somebody to show up.
But I don't know if you ever saw this whole Kit and Krista thing. It was just it's a man and woman who did a show for Nintendo talking about gaming stuff. They eventually
Girls in my video games? How dare you?
They recently left and they stopped working for Nintendo and they just made their own private show. That was like Kit and Krista, whatever.
Gotcha.
And on a recent episode, they talked about how at one point they suggested. So here's how the story begins. They said on their podcast they suggested to the Pokemon Company that they wanted to have like on their show as an official like, hey, we're gonna have the Pokemon Company blah 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 come on, and we're gonna do a Nuzlocke. And supposedly the people at the Pokemon Company said doing a Nuzlocke is tantamount to playing a ROM hack, and so we consider that wrong, and we cannot and will not support this on
How is that a
any
ROM
show.
hack?
So that was the thing, right? It's not a ROM hack. Frequently, Nuzlocks are played with randomizers or ROM hacks, but they don't have to.
Yeah,
And so they were
they
stating it as an example of the Pokemon Company not understanding a huge way that their fan base interacts with the games, right?
Yeah.
This was them being like, they thought it was cheating. Nuzlocke was such a huge thing in the Pokemon community, and the people making these games don't understand what it is. Isn't that awful? And then some more people chimed in, notably Joe Merrick, who runs Sarakin.net, basically was like, okay, I talk to people at the Pokemon Company all the time. I run one of the biggest Pokemon fan sites in the world. Like, I've talked to these people. That's never been my understanding of how they interact with it. And basically, he countered that with, like, I've talked to these people, and in fact, he called them up, supposedly, and talked to them again. And they were like, yeah, no, that's not what they agree, or not what they say. However, I do think there's some nuance here that he kind of glossed over, which is that, and eventually the Pokemon Company itself made a statement about this because there was enough bad press around them. The thing that they said, though, was they're like, creators and fans are welcome to play the game in any way that we want, or in any way that they want, and somebody playing a Nuzlocke would not disqualify them from working with us. But that's very different to me than saying, we think Nuzlocks are a fun way to play the game, and we, the Pokemon Company, endorse people playing like that. That they didn't go that far, and I don't think that they went far enough. I don't think that they did enough to say, like, the Pokemon Company should have somebody on and do an official Nuzlocke. Like, I don't think that that's crazy. And for them to be like, we can't just like, because I would totally understand the Pokemon Company being like, we're not letting you play a randomizer or a ROM hack. I disagree, but I get it, you know? They're like, you're not allowed. Fundamentally, if you're ROM hacking the game, you're doing something at least kind of technically illegal.
You're altering game code.
You're doing stuff that's questionably legal. So I understand them saying we can't support that. Or we can't do it ourselves. But I did not like that they didn't go so far as to say, like, yeah, let's play a Nuzlocke with official Nintendo or Pokemon Company employees.
Yeah, Nuzlocke versus a randomizer are different things.
Yes, and you can do both at once.
Yeah, so I don't know why Pokemon Company freaked the fuck
But
out about
the
it.
idea that they were like, you may
Maybe
as
we
well
can
be
use the
cheating
console at the
or
reception
doing
desk
something
to find
illegal on
out.
the channel, I was like, they clearly don't understand. Somebody, at least one person, did not understand what a Nuzlocke was.
This building's incredible.
If anything, I wouldn't be shocked if their objection was, technically a Nuzlocke states that your Pokemon die, and that's hardcore not
today.
Pokemon. Pokemon don't die.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
I would be-
maybe.
I would be fine if that was their angle, but that's not what they said. So, yeah, I think that maybe they are hopefully, well, yeah, and they die in the manga too,
I
by
don't
the
know
way.
about
Like,
you,
gruesomely they
but
die in the
I
manga.
don't think we should try touching
Pokemon
it.
get, like, sliced in half and
Making life
stuff.
hard.
Let's just keep heading up.
Nose like Moemon. That's a whole other thing. I want to play that hack because it's funny.
I will say, by the way, I love this hotel lobby. Maybe it's because of the hard light hexagonal grid.
This
but
looks
just
great.
The whole vibe in this area is really fun, and I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a change of pace from
Either the
the
elevator
rest of
or the emergency
the game so
stairwell.
far.
We take the emergency stairwell. Oh, hey, look! It's the
I vote we
motorcycle
take the
we're gonna ride out on. Because I've played a game before.
But yes, make sure you look at your map and you do the stairs. But also, I don't think you get to do that right yet. But
He just
Yep.
asked, do I want to take which one?
you have to do some stuff first, I know. But yes, make sure that you don't save. And if you go in the elevator, I'm gonna make you reload.
In the original game, they make you take the emergency stairway,
I mean, it makes sense.
I think. I just remember climbing the stairs in Shinra. Authorized key card is required. Bruh.
Bruh. Yeah, one of these days we'll do some more Pokemon content on the channel.
Getting upstairs
Really?
without a key card, huh?
I mean,
I think
why
we're
not?
gonna need a few before this is over.
The
Pretty
X
sure I
and
saw
Y
one
Shiny
lying
Lock
around.
was so much fun.
It was pretty good.
Oh, the reception desk.
Yeah, but how to get in?
You want to talk about the Twitch drama?
Look. Pretty sure we could reach it if we hop across those lights.
Stare right at Twitch.
I mean, I don't know if I have anything new to add. I'm liking this Ocean's 11 breakdown, though.
I think I'll give it a shot. As
Uh,
the lightest one here, I figure I've got the best
As
chance.
the lightest one, I don't know. You got 2 honkers on your chest that might weigh you down by at least 20 pounds. Alright, so this is where I'm gonna get an item with her.
Yes, look around for a purple chest and then try to get there, basically.
Oh, it's during this
Okay, guys.
sequence.
Wish me luck.
Yes. And it is, you can start the
Aren't I
platforming. It's during this part here.
Okay. Oh, there's a bunch of platforms and shit. Oi, 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 oi. Can I... Alright, so I'm gonna have to go this way and then go right, probably. And then go that way. How the fuck do I get to the fucking...
I see the purple chest, actually. A few seconds ago, it was on your screen.
Shit! Tifa!
Oh, she landed on a thing.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I thought I was dead for sure.
That was funny. Cute. She lands on the... Okay. Was that scripted?
Yes.
Yeah, it felt
So
very
I
scripted.
can't see the map, so I can't see north, south, east, west. But it is, when you're facing away from the booth, I believe it's on the west side of the screen
It's over here.
in this area. I believe so. I saw it on the screen. I'm pretty sure it's over there. It's a purple chest. You should see it pretty quick. But it is up on a platform, so yeah.
I can look up these platforms. just
I
to be
also
able to see.
I love the whole thing of the like corporate, all the little like old timey stuff from early Shinra
right
or
there.
whatever.
Okay. I have to get over to here.
And there's a lot of detail, I think, in these little cases and stuff, which is just surprising.
All these
Some
old,
of them,
like, buildings and or all these old
yeah, the cars
vehicles
and
and shit.
cycles and there's little 3D models of things too.
Why does it have me step over this car?
I don't know.
I can't grab. I doesn't. I'm assuming that's how I get back up, but it's not giving me an option to grab anything else, so I have to look around a little bit more.
Oh, there's a chest you just walked by too in the back corner.
Yeah, but they're not. They're just yellow.
I mean, sure. I'm just saying.
They're just yellow.
Call me the YouTube comments for telling you all the things that you missed. I'm just preventing all those annoying comments. And it was 2,000 gil.
I mean,
That's
2,000 kills a lot.
yeah. You can buy. You know. Oh, we never checked what that cog pendant thing was.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
And I think, like I said, I think
I can't
it was
access
good.
the menu right now, so.
Oh damn. Okay. When the gang's back together, but I'm pretty sure that item's good.
All right, so.
Hey, that's what I do here.
Let me climb up. I want to climb up. Let me climb.
Chat, he'll figure it out soon.
Let me climb. Let me do it. Let me do it. That's fine. Let's go. I'm supposed to go.
I was watching a Let's Play today,
Oh.
and of Mario Galaxy. Man, it is weird watching somebody be like really bad at Mario
You
games.
see why some YouTube comments just yell at people for being bad at video games?
Well, I
Because
was
it can
watching.
be overly frustrating.
Well, I know, but I'm just like
Hand over
Super
hand,
Mario
huh?
Galaxy.
That's fine.
Not
Bring it on.
that hard. There's some wonky controls a couple of times, but like, it's a Mario game, you know? It's not that hard.
Let me go that way.
And yet, watching somebody just like really
Fucking
struggle.
suck.
You missed something up there.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Oh no, you got it. You got it.
I didn't miss
You were
shit.
about to go down the ladder. I'm delay, remember? But yeah, I don't. Well, and even with the stealth game, if you want to play a different way, that's fine. But yeah, watching this person just like die over and over to the same thing, I'm like, what? Where? You've been playing this game for a while now. Have you not gained any skills?
No.
Have you not learned anything?
Nope. I still don't know how to hit the attack button. Oh damn it!
Yeah.
This is a puzzle. No, it's not.
Puzzle platforming, broadly speaking.
No, it's not. I just get down right there.
It's basically just a fancy maze, but
Mm.
you know, is it fan service because you're playing as Tifa? Maybe. I think it's actually still interesting and fun.
That's why it's fan service.
It's fan service because they have the camera angled so low and you're staring. Yeah, you're staring up her skirt. I think it's actually a pretty cool little gameplay sequence.
Why can't I just charge?
This isn't so bad.
Why can't I just charge the mound?
Pretty close now.
But yeah,
Just need to make it over there.
Just basically don't finish the section. Don't get the key card until you have the chest.
Yeah, that makes sense. I fucked up here though.
Yep.
Is there something else I should be able to do? Right there. Yep.
Yep.
Got it.
But yeah, it's frustrating, and I'm sitting there going like, I'm not gonna leave a comment and yell at somebody for being bad at the game or whatever.
No, but everybody else fucking will.
But I know, but like watching at the same time though, watching somebody just be so like actively bad at the game, I'm just like, you're an adult. You're like, this is like a 30-year-old man playing this game, right? How? This is Mario. This is a game meant for
Almost
children.
there. Just need to get
Like,
across those platforms.
How? If it was a young person who had never played Mario before, if they were doing their like, I'm gonna play my very first Mario game, like that's fine. That's okay. Like I'm gonna let you learn and grow on your own. I don't know if you can go backwards yet, but I don't know if you're locked in. Can you jump back?
No.
Maybe you can jump
You
across.
can't even go backwards. Can I go that way?
Maybe you can jump on those
Or does it
lights.
force me to go the other way? I want to go that way. No way. Does it really lock you in like this?
Let's just keep going for now, and if we have to reload, we reload.
Well, I haven't saved anywhere, so if I have to reload, I need to reload before I hit an autosave spot.
Well, fair. Check what your autosave is right now. Oh, but if you go ahead and then the game autosaves.
Yeah, that's the problem. Alright, I know where I have to get it, though. It's unfortunate that happens.
I hope
way.
that we didn't have to go through that. Let's see where we're
Okay,
at.
guys,
It should be the
wish me
Tifa
luck.
solo section.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
okay.
on Tifa Solo.
Aren't I always?
Okay.
We're okay.
Go grab the 2,000 gil chest,
Yep.
and then yeah.
I think I have to climb one of the. I have to climb some stuff over there, or
Hello.
do some other stuff. What's up, buddy? How are you? Sheesh. Alright, this little section's gonna happen. She's gonna pretend like she's gonna fall and die. It's scripted.
Tifa!
Ah, push. We're good. We're fine.
I love a good scripted event.
Are you okay?
Streams are going alright, my guy.
I thought I was dead for sure.
It's been fine.
Oh, what is this? What is this? New icons. Oh yeah, they're in Nintendo Twitter is in Splatoon mode right now.
Yeah, why can't I, like, so when I climb up there from this guy over here, I tried to do this. I went over here, right, we climb up.
One of those trucks is a dummy. One of those trucks is
There we go. I tried to do this last time and it didn't let me.
Oh, I see. You also did, for what it's worth, you did not get that 2,000 gil, but if you...
It doesn't matter,
miss it-
I have to, I can get off here and do it again.
Okay, as long as you can. Yep.
I wanted to get the item first. over
No,
here.
I mean, I agree. It's a weapon for Tifa, so... I can't remember if it's better than the metal knuckles, just because the metal knuckles are so good. But they are cool. I actually think they're one of the cooler looking weapons that she gets.
Purple pain, huh?
Purple Pain.
Purple pain.
This is
purple
actually the last item you get for Tifa. The
pain.
last weapon.
Unfortunate.
The Barrett weapon you get is also the last one you get for him. And then you have one more Aerith weapon and one more Cloud. Which is funny because you also never got a chance to max out like 2 of Aerith's weapons. So you'll have like 3 weapons to max out with Aerith in the last sections of the game, which is
Oh,
fun.
right, because we haven't been playing her.
No. So she still gets, I'm pretty sure she still gets the SP and she still levels up.
Yeah.
But she doesn't get but she doesn't get the proficiency bonus stuff.
Alright, got the gil, let's do this.
You could manually save too if it lets you.
It doesn't.
Oh, well, that's a bummer.
I can't access the menu at all. That's alright, we know how to do this.
Yeah, you got this.
Hand over hand, huh? That's fine. Bring it on.
I couldn't do this, Tifa, so more kudos to you, I guess. Like, when all that weight is in her chest and not in her feet, so...
I don't know if that's gonna help you on the monkey bars.
It doesn't.
I mean, I guess there's some
Weight distribution kind of
weight
helps.
distribution that it's better than it being at your feet, I will admit. That would be
Probably so.
worse.
Could you imagine having that big of feet? Goddamn.
I'm also gonna retweet that leak thing. That's hilarious.
The what?
You retweeted a leak rune page thing.
Oh yeah, yes.
That was really funny.
That's why I got distracted before I put my tweet out because I saw that and I'm like, oh man, that's a time. Holy shit.
This isn't so
That's when I
bad.
really liked League.
Yeah, that's the one
Pretty
thing
close
because
now. Just need to
I
make it
do
over
watch League played every now and then. I watch some pro play with my husband.
I don't like the new system.
My only thing is I don't know anything about it. So then something will happen and I'll be like, what just happened? He's like, oh, that's a rune, and I'm like, pfft. Because they obviously don't show you the pros picking their runes.
Yeah.
They will just talk about, he chose Wind of the Four, and you're like, what's Wind of the Four? And it's like, oh, it's this rune that does this blah blah blah. And because they just sort of say, oh yeah, he picked this. I'm like, I don't know.
Pokemon Unite added a rune system?
Really?
I thought
I
they
mean,
already did. I thought they had
admittedly,
one already.
that's actually probably a good idea. The idea
Almost
of
there.
well, they had skill
Just need to get across
customization.
these
I
platforms.
definitely didn't play with.
They had the item stuff.
Oh, you had held items.
Yep,
I suspect they added more than that.
maybe.
Which, honestly, fair. Unite needed a little bit... If it's going to have any staying power at all, it needed to get more complicated.
Yeah, I need to stay with
That said, the whole problem with Unite was that they made a game that's like a tactics game, but then like it's Pokemon, so they have to market it to kids. But like a 6-year-old who absolutely can and should play and enjoy the game is also not going to be able to strategize at the same level. Which, like, okay, cool, they added a ranked system, but it's still just a bit of a problem, which I don't think that game will ever
What am I
overcome.
reacting with? Oh, I have to press the button for her. I have to do the swinging.
Yes.
Rather than making her go back and forth like I wanted to with the stick, I have to hit triangle. Okay. And just mash it then, because there's no point.
Does it let you just mash it?
Yes.
Oh, that's lame. It shouldn't let you mash it.
Yeah, that's why I would rather do it with my stick and let me do it
That's
that
fine
way.
work.
I might be able to disable security from here.
Yay.
Hot damn, girl.
She didn't do that.
But I didn't do anything.
Shit, I'll take it.
I like Barrett.
That to look
Barrett's
at
like an
the
old, just an
research
old
facility.
dad who's like, no, everyone did a good job. Oh, it was convenient? Alright.
Professor Hojo's lab. 65th floor looks like. Huh. Guess we can only get to the 59th floor via the elevators or stairs. To access any level above that, we need to check in at the Skyview Hall reception.
The Skyview Hall reception.
Right.
Please, no. Please, no. Alright, we have access to the menu again, don't we?
You should.
We do! Yay!
Purple paint. I don't remember what the
Purple
weapon
paint. Oh, it's beautiful.
it is. They do look really good.
God, it's so much magic attack, though.
The feathered gloves maybe do look the best.
Strike a staggered enemy.
Oh, True Strike. This is the one. Yeah, I think that's the ability that cranks the number. I think this is the one I was talking about that really makes the stagger percent go through the roof. I think it's this one.
Right.
Sorry, I have to step away for just a sec, but I'll have my headset on. You're just doing menuing.
I gotta add the stuff, I gotta do the thing, gotta do the stuff, and yeah. I don't know. That's about all, like...
I mean, you know, honest.
My wife is so much better at making up fucking songs. She can do it on the spot, too. It's pretty crazy.
I don't.
Interesting.
Okay, sorry. I had like a hangnail kind of situation that was going to be very painful if I did not take care of it.
You didn't just rip it out?
No, it was on the verge of being a problem.
What does that mean?
As in, if I ripped it out, it was going to pull skin instead of just nail.
Oh, so? Just go, man. Just rip.
Just tear.
Like a
tear.
Band-Aid.
Yeah, no, not. I don't want to do that with the actual flesh.
Oh, really?
Not super interested in that.
Oh. Well, I guess I've been doing it wrong this entire time. I was like, hangnail, rip. Damn, these things are amazing. They have so much like crit rate boost and shit.
Yeah, I actually think these are fine. The metal knuckles I like because big number big, you know.
Yeah,
attack number big.
I think these are technically probably a little better.
I suspect they are.
Oh no, you lose half your attack. These are 51 attack versus 114.
Yeah,
But that's 6 fucking material slots.
Lots of materia slots, lots of crit stuff. I don't know. I think it's worth trying out.
Oh yeah, speaking of, while we're here.
What's that?
material different?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to do the cog bangle thing or whatever it's called. But yes, Leviathan. You don't want Fat Chocobo. I mean, if you want to summon it at some point just to see it. Sure.
It is technically better, yeah, but I'm gonna give it to Tifa because she
Oh,
seems
right.
to get her ass beat.
It's a 3 materia with like really good defenses. That's what it was.
Oh well, she has increased 5% increased strength is like really good. Oh wait,
Well,
that's
that's a
the
different
wrong
slot.
thing anyway.
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
doesn't actually matter. Wait, why did Tifa have that equipped? Holy shit. Is it 4 versus... No, it's 3. Oh my god. Please. Alright, let's do some materia then. Let's give her back first strike. Oh, Bear has that equipped. Oh, okay, well, fine. Oh my god!
What's up? What, the parrying thing?
Has this been around the whole time? Am I too stupid, or is this recent?
I think we got it like mid-game. It's just a little dodge, right?
It's a guard, then you parry, and then you stop taking damage.
I mean, you can give it a shot if you wanna. I don't know if it's any good. I can't say I ever used it. But like, is it dodge rolling out of guard? Is that what it is? Is that the button press for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe you maxed out binding, barrier. Well, you maxed out a couple purples. You maxed out item master.
Yeah, it was binding and item master and a couple of
which
things.
warding binding is really good because it makes you immune to a lot of status ailments.
Well, let's also save here while we're here.
Yeah. Okay, you got purple paint. I can cross that off the list.
The day Midgar stood still.
Right?
That's a hell of a title.
I mean, I've seen the new The Day the Earth Stood Still. I actually should really watch the original. I don't know if it's any good, though. The new one was okay. Keanu Reeves. He's fun.
This
It's a fun movie. It's an interesting sci-fi flick.
His TikToks are pretty funny.
Keanu Reeves has TikTok? Wait, make sure you go to the stairs. That looks like elevators.
Is this not the stairs? Oh, fuck, I don't know.
I don't think you're locked in until you go in.
This looks like elevators to me.
I mean, you just saved, so I guess you can't mess it up.
That looks like elevators.
Okay. Or wait, no, isn't there a third hallway?
You're right, there is. It's over here.
I was say I don't know what's in the third hallway.
No, it doesn't have a light up, so maybe it's not part of the story. It's just extra.
It could be. I genuinely don't remember.
It is extra. Look at all these cards.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Look at that. There might be some interactable stuff in here. I don't have any notes, so I don't actually know.
There's a chest.
Oh, well, you know. Hey, chest.
An
Good
Iron
free stuff.
Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an accessory. Yeah, not an accessory.
Equip.
Equip.
Thingy.
What do they call it?
Angle? I don't know.
Yeah, what is that?
They just call it
What do they
armor.
that? They just call that armor. Oh, okay, sure.
Whoa!
Is it really good?
It has so much defense, but it has
Oh.
no materia slots.
Yeah, no materia, all defense. I mean, honestly, probably there's some situation where that's specifically useful.
Almost like
You
on
should-
Tifa, because she has 6 slots on her main weapon.
I'm just gonna say now, I think it's probably finally time to take the auto life thing off Cloud. You rarely die and you have easy access to reviving. You probably should put something better on Cloud.
And we've gone this far.
I mean, yeah, and I guess I just don't know if in the 1v1s, there's going to be some 1v1 stuff at the end, unsurprisingly, where you're forced to play Cloud.
Crazy, really?
And I don't know if the auto life is going to be the best thing for you. I don't know. Time for the stairs.
Sure hope so. We run up the stairs and talk like the other one, like the original one.
I don't know how it works in the original. Is that what happens in the original?
Yeah, you like run up the stairs and they fucking talk the whole time. And this is absolutely the stairs.
Yeah.
You have got to be shitting me.
Nope. We're a lot less likely to get caught this way.
But a lot more likely to die of boredom.
Yep. Am I playing as Barrett? No, he's just... It's 59 stairs, dude.
It's only 59 floors.
Nothing to it.
Well, at least it ain't a
Nothing
race.
to it.
Small blessing.
At least it's not a race. I mean, that's fair. Can I have a bench, though?
I think there's a bench at the top.
Of course they're fucking... It's because it's tiresome to walk up this. So are we just doing this because there's an item in here, or because
Wonder what
it's
like
funny?
up there.
Oh,
More
because it's
security
funny.
and restrictions.
Yeah.
It's not gonna get any easier.
This is what happens in the original
By the time we
game.
finally get to the top.
And it
Long
doesn't
as
make you
pace
do
yourself,
a
you'll be
ton
fine.
of
Also,
them.
Maybe
it's
we
the
should
battle
take a
music.
quick break.
Come on, Barrett.
Alright, let's see how smooth I can get
You can
this.
stop if you want. Can even say it's for me.
Just say you can't hack
There's nothing on these
I'll
stairs,
hack
right?
you, jackass.
Ugh, that's enough from both of you.
And he's
Stupid
getting
arguments
tired.
aren't
He
gonna
won't.
get us
He
there
doesn't go up
faster.
as fast
But
anymore.
Tifa, I wasn't...
Not now. Save it for the top.
So they don't make you do all 59 in the original?
No, you just go up like a few.
Hey,
I like how they have
Wait
the
up.
floor markers next to your character too.
Yeah. This is worth putting in the game. This is worth it.
This is absolutely a callback to that section though, and it's so funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember climbing the stairs in the original one. I'm like, this is silly. Why do they make you do like? It's like
we're all the way at the very
4
top.
or so, maybe 6 screens of just like doing the stairs or whatever. It's like, but they don't make you do like 50.
Good to know.
Cloud,
Damn, we're not even halfway there.
Copy.
what was that? I don't think I heard you. Speak up.
I'll keep an eye on Barrett.
I know Tifa's just like, yeah, this is my workout. This is what I do. Bro, I don't know if I could climb 59 fucking stairs. 59 floors of stairs.
Man,
If an average, so if I think about it, let me think about structurally. If an average floor of
I
stairs,
said, wait up.
so from floor 1 to floor 2, I think is like 14 to 16 steps. Something like that. That's a rough number, so we can say 15. 15 times 59? That's a lot of fucking stairs.
like, could I?
I mean, if my life
Yes.
depended on it, sure.
If I had, but I would be resting
Hey.
for sure.
I'd be a fucking
Just a few
mess.
floors behind you.
Oh?
You cannot get past 30 without a long sit. Bro, I don't know if I can get past 10 without a long sit.
Glad to hear it.
Holy shit, they really make you do this. This is wonderful.
I know. It's so.
I said,
It just 10
Wait up.
floors ago you were like, oh, this is so boring, and now you're like, this is great.
I mean, it is boring, but it's just the commit to the bit is very good.
Yes.
I was. But
Yes.
I'm feeling okay now.
And,
And
like
the
the battle.
amount
at the
of Barrett's
exit-
struggle is great.
Yes.
let's roll.
You really are doing better.
We gotta keep moving. To keep moving.
He's losing his fucking mind. Yep,
Hard to argue with that. Let's
Barrett
go.
lost his mind.
Barrett's the best character of this game. Changed my mind.
You know what? I don't think I can disagree with you. I really don't think so. I want to give the game credit. The voice actors and the voice acting and their direction is insanely good.
Which
I
I
like
would hope
Sansa.
so, you know? I would hope that they would have the direction.
Yeah, I agree. Because like you can have good voice actors, but if the writing and the direction is shit, then it doesn't matter. Like Xenoblade 2's direction
Was
isn't
bad.
good. Yeah, it's not great. The story's interesting, like, but like the direction and the way, and I might have to do a little bit with the translations.
Ever gonna end?
My
like-
understanding is that there was very little direction given to the Western voice actors for Xenoblade 2. However, they hired some really good talent
However,
who did the best they could
Right.
with what they had. And
Yeah.
so there are some hiccups and there's
I
some
don't think
road,
the stairs are
there's some
talking.
speed bumps.
Well,
But there also are some scenes where they just get it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very evident that they
there's also some scenes where
they know their
like
craft.
the line gets delivered super quick, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's bizarre. But speaking of voice actors, have you heard of the Crunchyroll stuff that's going on?
No.
Oh, okay. So Funimation Crunchyroll merged, right?
Yeah.
Crunchyroll doesn't want to hire union workers for English dubs, and so they're getting fucked over on pay. And this could potentially lead to some dub issues.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
Which I agree with. Crunchyroll should fucking suck it up and pay people and stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't want my shit to be affected.
Yeah,
Give
no,
me a
I
suicidal
gotta
last stand.
give the
At least that'd have it in.
God, Barrett, your voice acting
Let's
and your
shut up.
direction is incredible.
Wow.
You can hold down the run button. It doesn't matter.
I know.
Yeah, some shows won't have returning VAs, and that's like really what bugs me is when VAs change. I don't like when VAs change. It freaks me out.
So,
It's just a pet peeve. I know it happens, but it's just a pet peeve. And so
Shut up and move.
in the final season of Kaguya Love is War, the English dub, the main guy, his voice actor changed, and it went from being Seku from Dr. Stone to Bakugo. I'm like, I don't like this change.
Yeah.
I hate this.
I think in Xenoblade 2 there are a few characters where it's so clear that they had no direction, and then I think Pyramithra, Sky Bennett, there are some scenes where it's like, okay, either she had direction or she just really understood the context of the flow of the conversation, and so her inflection is incredibly correct for how a human would speak there. Where there are other characters without direction where it's like that's just not the tone is wrong. It's like I don't know how to say that, but like your tone is just incorrect. Whereas she has these moments where her inflection is just right there, and so she either had heavy direction, or they gave her the context she needed, or she just understood the job. She just like understood what she needed to do.
Climbing stairs.
Tifa's already done, by the way. Yeah.
another day, another struggle.
Why is Cloud so far behind
Climbing
him?
stairs, so much trouble.
God, Barrett. The fucking wheezing and panting is just so good. This title was aptly named.
Yeah.
There's no bench.
I don't think you have to do any fighting. You're fine.
I'm at half fucking health. I haven't had a bench in forever.
Made it.
One of these days, I need to look up what happens if you take the elevator, because I don't actually know.
I mean, you just talk, and that's it. And it's like,
Okay, let's go.
oh, that's the break in the chapter.
70, 80, 90, 100%, 110.
How can you have 110%?
Mako supersaturation confirmed.
Who the fuck are you? Mommy? Sorry.
Engaging
Mommy?
materia cooling to
Sorry.
reduce temperature.
Mommy? Those are summons, because they're red. You're new.
Game director, you have a meeting shortly.
Stop.
Technically
Your
not.
timing is impeccably atrocious.
You see her on
Mako
TV
density and
briefly.
materia integrity.
after the
are
plate
both holding
collapsed.
steady.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's new
Registering mass
to
increase
7.
in core
Oh.
materia.
7R. At least I think so. Pretty sure. What's this song playing?
It's probably just Scarlet's theme.
Yeah.
Now, show me something truly exquisite.
She's kind of going off.
Contaminants registered.
As if.
We're leaving.
Materia growth accelerating, outpacing models. Registering crystallization within the reserve tanks.
She's like, we're leaving because it's about to fucking blow
We
up.
have to stop it quickly!
Clean up the mess, would you?
Ma'am.
The dude is following her on his hands
So
and
this
knees.
is the
Yeah, I was
style
gonna-
you haul, huh?
That's
Bet
really
this
good.
place cost a fortune and then some.
Let's look for reception.
Am I still at half fucking health? Yeah, yeah.
There is. I know for a fact there's a bench in this area.
Okay. Bench.
Hey, check it out.
Come take a look, Cloud.
I love the music in here too.
Who the fuck is this guy just sitting here?
I'm weak for violin.
Damn fools. Ones who come here at night to take in the view. So pretty and marvelous and beautiful. But every little light burning bright runs off her blood. And bit by bit they bleed her, never stopping to think how it'll end for them.
Damn, that's deep.
Terrible but beautiful all the same.
Bit by bit, it runs off of her blood. Ugh. What a way to just describe yourself as killing the planet. I'm 14. I don't like how that's phrased. I'm gonna be honest. I am not a fan of the phrasing there. Hi, Zap.
Have you not seen that subreddit?
No.
Oh man, it's full of those like weird like semi-political cartoons or that sort of style of art.
Can
of
I
things.
take the elevator back down?
I don't think you can. I guess I don't know, but I don't think you can.
You can.
No. Oh wow. Okay, well, that's up to you.
You can just take the elevator.
Going down.
She was an OG?
I was gonna say the vending machine has a Scarlet's theme.
Was she
song.
really? Oh my god, she was. I remember her.
Does she have?
She's just this polygon.
Yeah, polygon tits.
Yeah.
Where's the OG art? Yep. Yeah. Correct. Okay. Yes. Wow, that's actually the same design. That is a perfect adaptation. 10 out of 10. No notes.
But she's not in it for long.
I can't imagine she is.
She's like in a cutscene for a minute. Oh, my dog wants out because my wife is here. Yeah, you literally just this is the elevator sequence.
Yeah.
So now we get both. I'm sad I don't get a trophy for climbing the stairs.
It feels like it should have been a trophy.
It should
you know?
absolutely have been a trophy.
I agree.
Yeah, it really should have.
Doors closing.
But there's no cutscene here either. This is just it's just a load screen. I don't like that either. The stairs are way better, and it's so like seamless in between each floor too.
Yeah, I have to imagine that there's some shenanigans going on with how they load and unload assets during that whole sequence too.
Visitors have access
Like, there's no way that they
60,
load one big
61, 62,
staircase
as
the
well
whole
as
way through.
463.
Are you gonna bug me until you get out of here, Zeph?
By the exit of each floor, you will find a device that will allow you to update the keycard in your possession, thereby allowing you to access the next floor. And now begins your grand tour. Please enjoy the Shinra experience.
Please enjoy the
Why's
official
this whole
release.
thing gotta be such a big pain in the ass?
That's a good
I
question.
don't know about you, but this is kind of weird.
You think everything's going too well?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. Think this is a trap?
Yes.
Ha! If it is, then bring it on. Let's get this party started.
Alright, I'm gonna let my doggy out real fast. Alright, I know. There you go, sir.
Okay, well, hi. This is my stream now. I mean, I'm glad we're just, get a look at Barrett's ass. That's nice, I guess.
Weird. That's strange. Very strange.
Yeah,
He wanted out because I thought my wife was home, but she's not home. So I think he's like seeing that it's about the time she usually comes home, but she's not home yet. So
I see. Yeah, I don't know how dogs maintain their internal like clocks.
Repetition.
Man, I don't know though. It's scary sometimes, and also. My dog needs. I actually kind of can't wait for daylight savings because right now my dog gets us up at like 6:05. Like our alarm rings and he immediately hops out of bed and starts pacing with his nails clacking on the floor, and it's impossible. It's just so annoying every single morning, and I just want him to lay in the bed until 6:30, but he doesn't.
Your dog randomly wakes people up. Man, you need a better trained dog.
Yeah, ours doesn't wake us up in the middle of the night like that. He stays. Well, both of them do.
Mine will only wake me up in the middle of the night like that if something is like wrong, if they're not feeling very good, or if they maybe didn't get to potty all the way because we let them in too soon or something.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, they will sleep through the entire night.
Yeah, but Orion will.
Yes,
our alarm will go off,
reactor,
and we will sort of roll over to like turn off the alarm, and then he will immediately hop off the bed
There's no telling
and
what
clack
kind of
with his
damage
nails
there
on the
might be.
floor, and so it's impossible
If you
to
see
like
anything
stay asleep.
out of the ordinary, I want to know.
He's one of part of the board guys as well, right?
Yes, he's the
Sorry about
weirdly
you, sir.
moral one.
It's fine.
I've brought the damage assessment for Sector 7 you requested. Sir, perhaps you should try and get some sleep.
No, not yet. I need to finish preparing my draft of the reconstruction plan before tonight's board meeting. Whatever reasons they might have had, destroying an entire sector it's beyond the pale.
Director, I would strongly advise you not to say such things outside of this room.
That's fair.
Don't I know it?
Even if you're inside the room, they still have you because they're watching you, always watching you.
I have to wonder why Director Hart. Like, did they pick him because he's such a lily-livered little bitch that they know that he won't ever actually stand up to any of them? Like, he clearly...
Lily-livered little bitch, that's good.
Well, he's clearly, like, upset about their actions, as he should be. But, like, he also...
Fucking person.
Other than once or twice being like, but guys, shouldn't we not do the evil thing? And then President Shinra's like, shut up. And then he's like, okay, I guess. I don't like it though. And then he walks away. And I'm just like, I simultaneously don't know why he is in that position because he should morally object to everything happening. And also, why would President Shinra put up with his bullshit? He clearly can just put a lack against the better interests of every civilian, every citizen of Midgar. You should go. Why are you doing the tour?
I was trying to look for a bench, but there isn't one.
Oh no, you're fine. You're not going to wind up in a fight on accident here. You're fine. It just doesn't matter right now.
Bench.
But like, yeah. So it's like simultaneously, why does President Shinra put up with any of his bullshit? And then also, why is he still there?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
I don't understand why Hart is there. He literally does not make sense to me. He's like one of the weirdest plot holes in this game for me. Is like, why is Director Hart in this game?
How's the grand tour? I hope you're all enjoying yourselves? Wasn't it fun to learn about Shinra and our esteemed president? And to get a peek at the president's mementos? That was super cool!
Was it, though? Does this just show me all the board members?
Yes.
It does show me all the board members.
Yeah, I have to imagine I have to imagine that Director Hart.
Now, moving along.
Yeah, I
The
know.
next exhibit will teach you
I have to
about
imagine
the
that Director
important
Hart
work
is
we
there
do here.
explicitly
By taking a
because
closer look
he's a
into
whiny
our
little bitch
division.
who will never actually stand
I
up to
hope
them.
you're ready to be amazed,
And,
because you simply won't believe all the exciting adventures
but
we
the
have
public
here.
maybe likes him, and so they put up with him because, like,
Yeah, he's good for a public image.
because he's good for a public
We've
image,
destroyed a
but
bunch
he's
of
such
them
a
already.
little bitch that he will never actually derail any of Shinra's plans.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
That's what I just have to assume is the case because nothing else makes sense.
Yeah. Fucking
Welcome to
Hojo.
Shinra headquarters.
Goddamn Hojo.
My duties as director of
Him I
research
do
and
remember
development
very,
are,
very
in all
well.
likelihood, far beyond your ability to
I think
comprehend.
I think the fat guy
So
also
there will be no
presume.
confusion,
I assume all the
as
board
it will be
members were in the
wasted
original.
I remember the fat guy too.
Yeah.
Rest assured, we are making great strides.
I do. Banana.
I believe I've wasted enough of my precious time as it is. Science waits for no one, after all. So, good day.
Okay. Make sure I see all the stuff.
Security exhibit is currently
We're going on an
undergoing
adventure, everybody. We're
apologize
learning
for the
about
inconvenience.
everything. Because why the fuck not?
It's all lore. You didn't have it in the original. Not really.
This is neat. Is this what they want Midgar to be? It looks like something from
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 15. Or Final Fantasy 13. Looks like from 13 too, to be specific.
If
Welcome
not
to the
here,
Shinra Door.
Hart should tell you. The little guide Hart.
Our mission here at Urban Planning is to supply the
Oh,
residents
Reeve,
of
not
Midgar
Hart.
with energy created from Mako.
Mako.
We also take pride in
I also
maintaining
prefer it to be
public
makeup.
infrastructure, the pillars and railways that run all throughout the city. Currently, we are working to construct an intraplate expressway. When this project has been completed, it will provide much easier access to numerous locations all across Midgar.
Numerous locations.
We appreciate your patience and understanding in the meantime.
Thanks, dog. We appreciate you for... I don't know.
Yeah, I think you'll learn about that image here soon.
Okie dokie. Here we go.
Impressive, wasn't it? I hope you enjoyed
This
the
guide,
work of
I
our
want to kill
divisions.
them.
And the wonderful ideas and solutions that are produced to benefit us all. Here
You know,
at Shinra,
that
we strive
guide
to ensure the safety of
was
all
doing her
residents
best when she
around the
recorded
clock.
these lines.
I know. She's really good at it. That's what makes me hate her. Ah, yes, the life energy of the planet. Are you gonna, like, let me walk through here? No? Okay. Okay. So, when you got up to get your new drink and go to the restroom, Corbin says he has hot takes, but he doesn't want them
Now, moving
recorded.
along, the next exhibit will teach you all about
I mean,
the miracle of Mako energy.
Fine, I guess.
I need you to torment him until he gives the hot takes.
I'm not interested in tormenting our viewing audience. We're having enough trouble building a following as it is.
No, I think we should. Our niche should be like the step on me niche, right?
Our home,
Doesn't that work?
recreated in 1/10,000th scale. As you can see here, the 8 Mako reactors form a
Only if you're hot. All right, well, that's damn. We already fucked up the first one. We just fucked up part one.
which flows beneath our feet is a truly
Speak for
limitless
yourself.
resource. At Shinra, we have
I am.
developed technologies to extract it and transform it into the fuel and electricity that powers everything we do.
Is there anybody who wants someone kind of funny looking to step on them? Is that their kink?
Are richer and better than ever before. Mako keeps our lights on at night and made Midgar into the city that never sleeps.
That's what I thought,
triumph of
Corbin.
Technology and testament to man's potential.
Nothing but a bunch of lies.
Except that Mako has made people's lives better.
It's made people blind. Blind to the cold, hard truth. Even I used to buy into their bullshit. Remembering that makes me even madder.
Time to become a VTuber? I'm okay. I mean, it takes a lot of time. It's a lot of money to get a model and like do all the rigging, and that's just really difficult.
Congratulations!
Baratitis
You can call
went.
yourself a proud Shinra scholar. Now, moving along. Next,
It would be
we'll
kind
learn about
of
our
interesting
progress
though,
in
right?
advanced
To have
science
like
and
a
technology.
you can't do a VTuber
Please
based on a
proceed
certain
to the
character
61st floor, the visual entertainment
No.
hall.
because it's copyright. But like could get
Welcome
something
to the visual entertainment hall,
of a
where we
mixture.
showcase
Be kind of
Shinra's
interesting.
cutting-edge
But
technology
it's a lot of work.
through an immersive visual
Oh,
and
here we go.
audio
This is
experience.
big scene.
Please
This is big
relax
scene
and
time.
enjoy the show.
It's a lot of work because the modeling and all that, and making sure all your scenes are set up correctly.
Note the weapon changes.
This place is empty.
Oh, this is a rendered scene.
It is indeed. Alright,
Because
shutting up
it's
now.
Original. Okay. Ah, I can see why it was a rendered scene. It looks significantly better. Like the game already looks good. This looks significantly better.
Yeah.
In the distant past, our planet was home to a people we call the Ancients. Many millennia before we discovered Mako, these precursors were already pioneering its use. Somehow they learned of the great reservoir of energy pulsing beneath their feet.
This is... Huh.
And once they had, the Ancients developed the means to harness this bountiful energy.
Oh!
The fruits of their labors have survived to this very day in the form of certain kinds of materia. Their scripture, too, has endured. We who are born of the planet, with her we speak, her flesh we shape.
The summons.
Unto her promised land,
Including
shall we one day return. By her loving grace and providence, may we take our place in paradise. Alas, the ancients themselves are long gone. 2,000 years ago, a meteor brought an end to their civilization. But before their fiery end, did the ancients find their promised land? Even now, we have only to wonder. Times have changed, and the Shinra Electric Power Company is committed to changing and evolving with them. Like the ancients, we have harnessed the power of Mako. Are they out there watching us, waiting for us to join them in some blessed corner of the world? A green and verdant land where boundless Mako energy will provide for our every need. Shinra is working for you to fulfill the hope of the ancients and lead us to that promised land. We shall not rest until our dream is realized.
Interesting.
indeed.
That it?
Sephiroth. Meteor. breath. There he is.
No!
Sephiroth.
Oh dear, oh dear. A man of my refined taste running out of butter. Shorn of its proper accompaniment, this tea might as well be boiled pond water. No, it couldn't possibly have been.
Crazy ass thing made me want to puke. And not just because of the presentation.
Damn, you can really tell after seeing that we're back in engine.
That ain't for kids.
That shit was crazy.
It wasn't just a movie.
That huge
Yeah.
meteor. What was that about?
Like I said, nothing you should show a kid.
It's worth noting, obviously, everything about the history you should take with a grain of salt because it's Shinra. So, like, how much of that lore?
How much you know about the original game?
See, that's where we're officially starting to get into where I don't know everything, but I know some things. I know more. I know some stuff that you don't know, and you know some stuff that I don't know.
What the?
Greetings and welcome, Avalanche, I presume.
Mm-hmm. You're new.
My name is Hart, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Okay.
This guy's Hart. I always mess that up.
I've come to escort you to Mayor Domino, per his request.
The mayor of Midgar? The empty suit that's just a mouthpiece for Shinra?
Yes. The mayor of our dear Midgar. The most magnificent city ever built. That Mayor Domino. The visual entertainment hall has been experiencing technical difficulties of late, and he suspected that these difficulties might impede your progress.
So what does the mayor want with us?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him that yourself.
Guess we're supposed to fight.
My understanding is Mayor Domino is in the original.
That whole meteor thing is really interesting too, that they give you that early.
Yep.
Because, like, that's, in the original, that's Sephiroth's whole plan. Is to activate the meteor materia. And this one they're like, yeah, he's gonna do that. But you don't know if Sephiroth is alive or dead, apparently.
So what? You telling me the mayor's some kind of crazy book?
I recognize those little robots from World of Final Fantasy. Yeah, we're officially in, interesting mode of this game now.
Took 32 hours. But
well, no, you had some moments before too, but
well, there's
gonna
like
be more now.
These little things that they like bleed up to it, but we're not really getting anywhere close to it. Is like part of it. I need to move you closer because I'm looking way too far off to look at you talking. You have theories about the story now? And you did play the original, right, Corbin? Or have you not? A secret bookcase. You never played the original? Oh, my lord!
Through here.
If this is a trap, you're a dead man, you hear?
Why would it be a trap if he just led you out of a place? Alright.
The mayor is waiting.
No, there's a chest.
You're fine. You're not forced out of here when you're done.
There's a chest over there, Hart.
When you next regain control, you need to talk to Hart several times.
Ah. That's where I'll get the weapon.
Yes.
Roger, roger.
But yes, my understanding is Mayor Domino is a character in the original.
Can't be right.
Or at least referenced.
Ah, wonderful. You
Oh
finally
yeah,
made
he
it.
was covering up us in the building.
I am the mayor of the great metropolis of Mako. Domino, at your service. I must say you three haven't exactly been discreet.
Huh?
I wonder who's been cleaning up all your messes.
What the hell's going on?
Come on, think about it. You've been caught by security several times, walked in front of every other camera, and scared an accountant half to death. Do you hear the alarm? No? You're welcome. I can only assume your cell wasn't looped in. I am Avalanche's
Or like
man
alarms
on
for
the
birthday
inside.
pizza.
Say what?
Huh. Is it really that surprising to you? You've seen where they put
My
me.
understanding is that
The mayor
is an
of the
explicit
greatest
change.
city in the whole wide world, tucked away in a secret broom closet in the damned archives. The nerve. Those stupid Shinra pricks thought I'd just shut up and accept their treatment. But they were wrong.
Dead wrong.
Huh. Well, this ought to make things easier.
We need to break into Professor Hojo's lab.
What? Why? You mean you're not here to give President Shinra his comeuppance?
We're here to save a friend who was taken.
But the president's gonna get his too, if I have anything to say about it.
Well, I don't particularly care what you end up doing, so long as it hurts Shinra.
Great.
So, I can get you as far as the 64th floor.
Hold up. You telling
Before
me
we
that
make
that's
it
the
to
best you
again?
can do?
70?
That is indeed the best that I
75?
can do.
I can't remember.
I don't
But you're
remember
the
either.
mayor.
But you're the
Oh shit,
mayor?
Slime Rancher
Does
2
this look
released
like
today?
the office of a mayor? I'm a glorified librarian, nothing more. They don't even invite me to their meetings. Sorting records and reports, that's all I do. My hands and fingers have more paper cuts than skin. No one knows my pain, my daily torment.
This is
They
the old
made
man
me a
being
pathetic shell
mad.
of a man.
Yeah.
Okay, they did you wrong like us, but we'll make it right. So just calm down. Deep breaths, man. Deep breaths.
Let me see that key card of yours.
Yeah, he's in the old one.
Yeah. But according to my husband, there's no reference to him being an Avalanche
Here you are.
insider.
You can now use it to access the recreational facility on the 63rd floor.
And then what are we supposed to do?
You look for a fellow Avalanche collaborator. Identify yourselves and he'll give you
Yeah,
a
we
key
have
card
to-
the 64th.
There's a library part in the original
The
game.
mayor is the best. Midgar's mayor is nothing less. Everyone says he's cooler than the rest.
What?
Just say mayor to the guy, and if he goes the best with gusto, then you found your man. You got it?
Yeah.
If you think you've found the collaborator, say mayor, and see if he says the best. You got it now?
Yeah, we had to. He's in the original. There's a whole section of this in the original game.
Yeah.
I do remember this part.
So talk to Hart.
You stop. Fuck.
If you require additional
But
assistance,
yeah, no, the
please
little
do not
library
hesitate
robots
to
are
ask.
in World of Final
Something to
Fantasy
tell us more
in
about this
Tometown.
collaborator?
Certainly, I could do just that, but a man in my position must conduct his affairs with discretion. Which is to say that that which has been requested cannot be freely given, if you take my meaning.
You want money.
Disclosing confidential information entails considerable risk. Due compensation is to be expected.
His
in this particular instance,
mouth animations are a
that
little
would amount
off.
to 10,000 gil.
Rip us off more, why don't you?
Do I have to give him the 10,000 gil?
Yes.
So much.
The 64th floor
you
is
have plenty.
reserved for our executives.
So much.
The individual you seek is fastidious and well-dressed. This individual likes to visit the 63rd floor, to decompress from the stress of the job.
That really all you got for us?
Oh, are you dissatisfied with your purchase? How unfortunate. Perhaps this will help preserve our relationship.
Huh?
EKG.
An expression of my gratitude and appreciation.
Huh, that's better.
What?
Before you ask,
why did I get an EKG machine?
I personally like Big Bertha more, but I'm pretty sure the EKG cannon also has some cool stuff, so it's worth checking out.
I can't believe the mayor is working with Avalanche.
If I recall, it also looks really cool.
Idiots at HQ should have kept us in the loop.
Hey, bud.
Oh boy. Oh, there's 3,000 gil back. That's fine.
Yeah. They're pretty kind.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Kind of neat.
Swanky.
Kind of neat, kind of neat. Alright, let's upgrade this weapon then.
Yes. I don't know what the condition for that one is, though. I straight up don't recall.
It's not going to matter if I don't have very many more enemies left.
Consume all 8... You have enemies. Oh, believe me, you have fighting left to do.
Unfortunately.
You have plenty of fighting left to do.
Unfortunate. I thought you were going to say I was done with the game.
No. Chapter 17, the chapter after this, is long. Chapter 17 is like... Oh yeah, the EKG cannon is like a casting one. Which is good. Like, Barrett could use it.
I am kind of using him as a caster at the moment, so...
Yeah, why not? I don't think it's his best magic weapon, but it's a pretty good one. But yeah, no, you have a combat simulator coming up. That's where you can fight a bunch of stuff and you can grind out some stuff. That was where you might be able to grind out AP, but I don't know if you're going to be able to grind out the like 2,000 that you need.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It is a lot. Genuinely, it is a lot. So like, I don't know how feasible it is.
Just
we have to finish
off an enemy.
We have to do several no matter what because we need to. That's how you get some extra materia and some stuff for Chadley, I think, or something like that. So we do have to do several of them. But I don't know if we're going to be able to. I believe in New Game Plus or whatever, in Chapter Select mode, there's like a bunch more challenges, including some which reward better AP. And then also you get like 6 times or 3 times AP gain in general in post-game. And so this is where they suggest you replay this chapter up to the combat. Or no. Next chapter, there is not a combat simulator, but in New Game Plus there is. That's the one where you're supposed to grind.
Gosh.
They add some scripted battles in the next chapter on New Game Plus, but not in the base game. But also, like, we'd be really close anyways, so we'll decide if we do that before we do integrate, I guess. We'll figure that out later. Yep. But for now, just keep going. I think there's a couple really minor fights, but you're otherwise just, you're on track. Just keep going. It will be pretty clear when it's like a point of no return.
Mako's explosive. How dare you? Shinra, very bad. Question mark? I want to listen to the little robots. The mayor's explosive. How dare you? Where's the one that says the right thing? Alright, we have to go up. The thing is above us, because we have to go up to the next floor. Okay. I won't go up to the next floor then.
Yep. Keep going. You'll know. Yeah.
I didn't get turned around, you did. I totally did not go up that stairs thinking it was the way out. Nope. Not me, sir. No way. Who would do that? Crazy. Load screen.
Yeah, it's about time though.
Oh, we're going to Hojo.
About this precious promised land of yours.
And they make him look creepy as shit. Aerith, we missed you.
Come now, Aerith. You misunderstand my intentions.
I wish only to satisfy their material greed, so I can be left to pursue my great work. Our great work, my dear.
Man, you are creepy. Fuck.
You're the spitting image of her now. I regret it to this day.
Oh no, don't talk about her, Mom.
If she had only trusted me instead of trying to run, it could have played out quite differently. What a terrible tragedy, to lose the last of the pure-blooded ancients. Though not completely, would you like to see your mother? Albeit through the lens of one of my microscopes. Did you really think we'd leave such a precious specimen to rot in the gutter? We collected and cataloged every last bit of her. Hair, skin, organs, every fragment of every bone. As breathtaking in death as in life. As you, my dear. Ifalna was elegance, right down to her cellular structure.
This, like, gaze that Aerith is giving.
And there it is. That same elegance. Oh, yes.
I love that she's not talking.
Meeting.
Yeah, she's just...
Far more realistic than sassy comebacks.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Here's the 63rd floor, where loyal Shinra employees relax and recharge.
It's pretty late, but I bet people are still here dealing with.
Guess who you're gonna see again?
It's their own.
Avalanche must have used some heavy-duty explosives to do that kind of
We
damage.
need to find this guy.
Yeah. Guess I better get working on my conversation skills.
Sector 7 Undercity.
Alright. Well, they don't want to talk to me. Monsters. But it did say on the 64th floor. He would sometimes come down to the 63rd floor to recharge.
Yeah.
That's what he said, didn't he?
You need 63.
But he said he only comes down here to recharge.
Yeah, you need to do floor 63.
But they wouldn't let me talk to him. They wouldn't let me talk to anybody.
You need to go in the recreational facility.
No, I want to talk to those guys. Damn it, fine. I'm just trying to avoid the game.
I don't even know why. You're like mad that they won't let you talk to an NPC that doesn't have dialogue.
That's very funny.
Plate did just fall.
There'd be a lot of people.
Seeing them like this somehow makes me feel a little bit better.
Why? Why did that make you feel better? Because they're busy and trying to fix it.
Not seeing any security around. One less thing to worry about.
Was no one gonna ask about the guy with the gun and the sword on his back?
I mean, why?
Right? Why would you?
Where are you, Mr. Collaborator?
Here we
I
are.
think we just need to start talking to people who look the part.
Remember, say mayor.
If they say the best, then we have
Go in the big room.
I was wondering.
Hey, I'm still thinking. Wait your turn.
Oh, but you can talk to that guy.
Mayor.
Sorry.
Sorry. Did you say something?
Never mind.
Bye, kitty. Don't you have to work?
Better catch him soon.
I just knocked over that chair.
Better catch him soon.
Fuck this
Kitty.
chair.
Kitty. Sounds like a great night.
I don't think so. I think it has to do with her back stuff.
This kind of thing
I don't know, 3.7 seconds of this stream and then sleep? That sounds like a win to me.
Oh, but she's at work. She's gonna pass out at work.
That sounds less
Are
good.
you military? Cool.
But,
cool. I guess
you know.
things have been keeping you pretty busy around here. You found the guys who did this yet?
The mayor.
Yeah, just go find
what about the mayor?
Chadley.
Never mind.
What?
No, I'm gonna be here a while
Chadley's in this
longer.
room.
The mayor.
Don't worry about progressing the story.
I'm on the phone.
potion permit. I do need to look into that.
Please, just leave me alone.
The mayor.
You just imagine walking up to a bunch of people and just shouting the mayor at there.
I know, right?
It's very funny.
While also
Combat
knocking
sim.
over every chair in the
You
room.
can use it to train for battle in a virtual space.
Does training in that thing really make you better?
You're military, right? Can you?
I love that it's item shop.
The mayor.
Above the
Mayor?
little
I
like
need to be tough
cafeteria
like a horse?
thing.
Yeah, this here.
Welcome. What would you like?
Funny. Alright, so we have to do the combat sim, huh?
Yes. For some materia.
Okay, that's fine.
You work here? I don't
And actually, now
recognize
that I
you.
think about it, I'm
Can I
pretty
help
sure
you
this
with
guy is
something?
Yurin's.
The
Yeah.
mayor.
Is the best. I was told to expect you. Need access to upper floors, right?
That's right.
Before I trust you with this key card, I need to see what you can actually do.
Oh, he puts me to the test with a combat simulator.
Do you know what
Yep.
would happen if you got caught? We're putting our lives on the line here. Prove you're worth it. We have a state-of-the-art combat simulator. It can provide a real challenge, let me tell you. If you beat the sim, then the key card is all yours.
Yeah, beat the sim, huh? Sounds easy enough, right? Should be fine. Should be simple as pie. Right? And pie is very simple. No one has ever burnt a pie, ever. Right?
I mean, I've never fucked up a pie.
I've never baked a pie, so...
Sorry, I wasn't looking at camera. I was posting cool art to our awesome Discord that you should totally join.
I looked. Oh.
It's really cool though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, Kirby's cool.
It's Elden Ring.
Yeah,
fan
one
art.
for... yeah, there you go. Yeah, that pie. Wait, you have 2 burnt a pie?
What? I've made a few pies.
I thought you burnt a pie once.
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure you did.
It's plausible now that I think about it. Maybe.
3-person
I don't
team
make
versus
pies.
mayor is the best.
I don't make pies often. At this point, it's usually only for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Normal, classic, easy, classic.
Those are just the game difficulties. You've been playing normal this whole time, so just play normal.
But can I play normal classic?
You don't want to?
Are you sure?
Yeah, yes, because you could have been playing the whole game on normal classic. Normal classic is... What is classic? Is it like...
Isn't it the turn-based style?
I think it's the idea is auto attacks just happen. Like your attacking just happens and you just get to menu. But like it means you have no control over how much ATB you get. Which is the problem. Oh yeah, the other ones will cost money, but...
That's... yeah.
You can still change character. I don't know why they make a point of like telling you which team leader to be. Like combat still works.
It's just who you walk into the battle with.
Yeah, it's just very strange to be like, and who do you want? Like it literally doesn't matter because after like half a second, it stops being relevant because you can just change. Right, you're using, or no, you're using Caster Barrett. Yeah, it's worth noting you do have that chocolate. So instead of healing Kiba, you should probably be doing chocolate more.
That's why I re-equipped it to her when she had more spots.
Yeah. But yeah, Thundiga Barrett, go for it. Go ham. That's the other thing too. I think I suspect a lot of the magic being a smidge underwhelming in this game is also because it's so tempting to build physical attack because that's what you spend so much of your time doing.
Yeah.
But I guarantee that I know that magic has to be really good if you just give it the time. Sadly, Barrett is sad. Which is a shame.
Say goodbye. It's on you.
I got it. Ha! Ha! Good luck.
Why now?
It'd be really nice if they didn't instantly aggro to Barret. That'd be
Right,
kinda
I
cool.
know. That's like so my biggest beef with this game is aggro is so poorly done, especially after playing a game like Xenoblade, which is explicitly about aggro management. It's so frustrating to see how they do aggro. By the way, silence only means you can't cast spells. You can still do things like that and stuff. So okay, it's not obvious, at least as far as I'm concerned. Most games are pretty consistent about silence means no mana spending, but it's not 100%.
Well, there's a lot of games that just because you're silenced doesn't mean you can't do abilities, just because you can't do magic.
Right, that's I would say the norm, but I also feel like sometimes silence just turns into you can't do anything.
This right fucking blade, please, so we can kill this fucking man.
Yeah, oh, and Tifa needs to use her new ability on staggered enemies. Okay.
But didn't matter, he died too quickly.
Shame.
You're up.
My turn.
And Barret needs to use shock enemies.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Yep. You're fine. By the way, you will heal after the battle, so.
Why can't I do
Or if you don't, or something like that, there's a bench right next to the
items can't
simulator.
be used, so I can't refill my mana.
Oh, you just can't use items in here?
Nope. It's part of the.
Oh, did you end up selecting classic? I thought maybe that was what classic was no item use in battle.
No, it's part of the trial.
Okay. Oh yeah, hard mode is when you use items in battle ever. After you beat the game, you unlock hard mode, and that is just straight up you never are allowed to use items, which is insane to me.
Not throwing in the towel.
But yeah, I agree. Aggro management is fun, and this game does not do that well.
Come on.
Like that, and especially after Xenoblade, which is like all about aggro management. That's what you're doing.
Take the lead.
Oh damn. Well, I had her gain 2 proficiency bonuses there, but
yeah, there you go.
I was trying to finish it off with Barret right at the last second.
You're fine.
Right at the last second.
You can absolutely use the simulator to grind out all your final stuff.
Yeah, you could.
So, you back out and then it'll add more challenges afterwards.
It's Professor Chadley.
It is!
All right, I've seen enough. I'm a man of my word. Here, this key card will grant you access to the 64th floor. You can use the elevator to get there. Once you're up there, just what is it you plan on doing?
We came to get one of our friends. She's being held in a research lab somewhere.
On the 66th
Lab.
floor.
Then she must be with Professor Hojo. It won't be easy to get to her. Access to R&D is limited to authorized personnel only.
We'll find a way in. Know where we can find Hojo?
A board meeting
What a
is
weird
scheduled
name,
to
too.
start soon.
Hojo.
It's being held in the main conference room. President Shinra, Professor Hojo, and the other directors will be in attendance.
Think they like surprises?
No.
They can even take the president as a hostage. Think of the leverage.
Try it, and security will be on your asses in seconds.
We need to find out what they're planning.
So you want to spy in their meeting? I have an idea. Head to the men's restroom.
Sir,
You
excuse
can climb
me.
into the air ducts there. They go all the way to the conference room.
Thanks for the tip.
New content was added to the Shinra Combat Simulator. You can win rewards only available here. Items cannot be used during battle, but HP and MP are slightly restored after each fight. Items cannot be stolen.
But there's also a bench right next to this somewhere.
I've been
Just
waiting
up
for
somewhere
you.
up on this balcony.
You
There's a
haven't
bench.
forgotten
So
me, have you? I'm an intern in the R&D division here. I took the liberty of hacking into the executive's private network to monitor your progress through the building. I will support you in any way that I can. I sense a surge in trust. We should keep this brief to avoid suspicion.
We should keep this brief to avoid suspicion. Thanks, Chadley. What a dude. What a bro.
I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
What a
So
fucking
you should be able to now turn in battle intel.
Yeah,
if
but
you
I don't
talk
have
to
any
him.
to turn into. So.
I thought you finished some since the last time you saw him. I think it's been a while, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, you need to talk to the jukebox for music.
I have not.
I could have sworn you had, but if you say so, you say so. But I'll let you.
I mean, I just talked to him and it didn't work.
I think the first time maybe you don't. It doesn't do it, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I hope you will continue to help me gather vital information for my research. I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel.
See?
Counting on you to change.
See? What do you mean, see? You were wrong.
No, no. My theory was only now proven to be one of the
incorrect.
2 options. To be one of the 2 options I suggested. We just didn't know before. Now we know.
I love the scientific workaround.
I didn't say I knew for sure I was right. Just that we should check some things. Yeah, it's just worth noting these other ones especially are different numbers of people on the team and stuff.
Gil up and XP up materia. Huh?
Those are the main ones. The other ones give you stuff too, so like you may as well just do them all. But yes, those 2 are the big ones that you straight up cannot get anywhere else. The only thing is you may, depending on what you do here, you may want to build for some solo stuff. Oh yeah, these guys.
No shit, I don't have assess. So.
That's fine. At this point, assess is kind of optional. You've already done all the battle intel, which is why you needed the assess a lot. These guys get exploded by flipping Maximum Fury because he will change targets on the fly. It's wait.
Oh, okay. I was like, no fucking way that was
Yeah, that's why they were saying HP and MP are recovered. So you get 50% of your HP and MP back each fight, so you can and should cast as much as possible. Or at least...
You know what's nice? Fucking haste.
50%. Yeah. So you should be casting and stuff because you're going to get it back guaranteed before the next fight.
Alright, let's just switch to this, so let's do this.
Did you not do the, did you not wind up putting on parry?
I did. I was just trying to charge that guy and the other guy hit me out of nowhere.
I see. Oh, you didn't get proficiency on that one. You didn't get the final hit, it seems. Or maybe you have to get the final hit with the skill.
I had to get the final hit with the skill.
Which is what, that point blank one? Is that the new one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which maybe I can do soon.
I mean, yeah, charge up, but yeah. You should only have to do it a handful of times. So.
Oh, wow, that really hurt.
Keep it together.
All right, watch and learn.
Alright, make sure we heal. At least get our HP above 2%.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, of course, and I lose the charge.
Point blank, I believe.
Point blank.
Which, obviously, point blank.
Got him!
Point blank's actually pretty cool.
Got him. Okay, we're good. We're doing fine. We're doing fine.
Yep.
How many waves?
It did tell you, yeah, I think it's 5.
Should've read.
Round 3 of 5, yeah. God, fuck those seahorse guys. Yeah, because they can just like block shit.
It's just like, it's the lack of stagger.
Yeah, these guys are going down fast. You should be able to point blank any of them.
I want to kill the damn seahorses before I do anything.
I mean,
else.
understandable. Understandable.
Because they are absolutely the worst of the bunch here. Oh damn, I actually didn't want to kill him that fast. I wanted to heal real quick, but oh well. 12 AP? That's not a lot.
No, it's not. Well, the The Revive would be getting double that, I assume.
Still not a ton.
It's still not a ton, though. Assuming a whole one of these rounds, which takes several minutes to do, you'll get a couple hundred. Like, you could do it. It might be... Depending on where we're at, like, do all the challenges and then see where you're at, basically, would be my thought.
Yeah, probably so.
And then maybe if you have... Oh, you didn't do Point Blank.
No, because he was far away.
Maybe this weekend you get on and play for 30 minutes and you do it a couple times or something, and so on and so forth.
I'll tell you right now, that's not gonna happen.
I know. I know you. I know your schedule.
I'm already busy.
I know. We're not busy this weekend, but we're getting our boosters tomorrow, so we'll probably feel like shit all day Saturday. Which sucks, but it's the thing to do.
Yeah, I agree with you.
We get it, and then at most we won't have to worry about it until hopefully next year.
It's all
At bet.
advantage.
That said, I need to make sure when I go in to not forget to ask if I can. I want to just also get my flu shot too. Feels like, why not? You know.
Yeah. God, how do you avoid that fucking gravity move? This thing is annoying as shit. It just does so much damage.
I don't know if you can.
It does so much.
I mean, admittedly, it's gravity. It's one of the better abilities in the game. It should be difficult to deal with because
funny.
it's gravity. But yeah, I don't know, because it seems to have infinite range. It seems kind of pointless to try to get out of it. So, I mean,
nope, that didn't work. It's going through my region.
Yeah.
Now, this is gonna kill me. I can't get out of this move.
Well, Cloud has 2 ATB. Does he not have anything that can help?
There's no healing.
Oh.
Pushing it.
You need me, huh? Want some more?
God damn, dude. This is, like, not interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do, because it sure seems like it has infinite range. Or nearly so. No, it's infinite. You got all the way across, and Barrett's still being dragged back, so...
Yeah.
Can you sprint, or can you only move at 1 speed?
I don't think I can sprint.
You can also do...
1100 damage from 2 fucking moves. What the fuck?
Well, it was actually 1900. It was 1100 plus 800. You can summon Carbuncle.
My Carbuncle is not on here.
Oh, is Carbuncle on Tifa?
Yeah.
Well, shit, I don't know. Then
You're
summon
up.
anyways. Why not, right?
This is crazy. Yeah, I feel like I'm just stuck.
Well, Barrett can heal again right now.
I know you can do it.
Nope. Doesn't matter.
Oh, you got knocked over. Well, Cloud had auto life.
Oh.
I'll hang back.
Yeah, I don't know. I straight up don't know if there's supposed to be some sort of counter to gravity.
Let's do this.
Leviathan's cool though.
It's on you.
Leviathan's pretty fucking cool.
What is this thing weak to? Oh, you don't have assess.
I
But
don't have assess. I don't fucking know.
it's a rust drake, so
Now I'm out of
mana.
Bring it.
Well, it's almost staggered. Increased stagger, Briny Bellow, yeah.
Don't stop now.
Watch this.
That
You
was
did it!
Fucking frustrating.
You got a 9999. You You got a damage cap.
Oh, that was a really frustrating fight. Everything else, like, everything was, like, trivial.
Yeah, gravity seems weird. It seems like it should have a range, and you have to maybe get out of it. But, like, I don't know why.
I wonder if, like, a ward would stop you from having the effects.
If you had, like, reflect or something.
Yeah, like, whatever the barrier materia, like, makes you immune to magic, I wonder if that would, like, completely stop it from doing anything.
Maybe. Do you want to do
strange
one or two more of these before we wrap up for the night?
I will try this 3-person one here.
Okay.
See how this goes. I'm assuming the last fight is going to be kind of rough.
I genuinely... Yeah, I don't know if there's anything specific for you to do other than as before, you get the healing still, so like you can go ham on spells and stuff because it's all free.
Yeah.
Calling fire.
Beyond that, I don't know. And you actually have assessment, admittedly as well. Like if it got to the end and then you died and then you just made a point to bring assess with you the second time around and be like, oh.
Yeah, it's simply just weak to whatever.
It's just weak to whatever, and I didn't have that or what have you. So, but it's annoying because it's like you go in once, you don't have assess. You go in second time, you have assess. You don't have a weakness. Oh yeah, the ones where it's like you need to make them dance but not dance or whatever.
You have to hit the dancing.
The little ones are fine. The Bard Doppelus. Yeah, they're no big deal. The big one is presumably a problem.
I got it.
Ooh, paralyzed.
Alright, yeah, I'll hit this one. Where's its...
Yeah, once you interrupt the dance, you have to actually interrupt if you have not.
Taking over.
I thought you interrupted.
No, it tells you that if you do, it makes a clone, but then you kill the clone, and the clone deals a bunch of damage to
Oh,
the
yeah,
base.
yeah, okay. If the attacks are interrupted while dancing, that's right there.
Yeah, which is annoying. Yeah, and then the clone, and then you focus the clone. It goes down fast. And that just does damage to the original.
Bunch of damage.
I think maybe you can follow up on it, but I doubt it does much because these guys just stagger instantly wears off. So you could summon Leviathan again because like it does stagger gauge and it does a bunch of stuff that's big AOE.
I just don't want to waste it in case I can do another fight.
I assume you can do. They seem to be all individual fights. I don't see why you shouldn't be able to do a summon every single time. Like maybe I'm wrong, but feels like you should be able to.
If like another thing that would be interesting is does regen like carry on between battles?
I don't think it does. I don't think you start with any of those effects.
Come on.
Okay, there's the thing, and then just blow it the fuck up.
Pretty much.
So long.
Yeah.
Do this.
If you're ready. Deal with that.
I mean, Infinity's End actually did. It's the only thing so far you've done that's like done an actual amount of damage. So.
That and like overcharge does a decent amount too.
Yeah, it moves the bar.
See, this works.
I'm coming for you.
That did nothing.
You could do some of the other melee things.
Good. Got it.
Yeah.
It's only 5 AP for how much of an annoying fight that is. That's gross.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if the clones gave you any.
Oh.
I don't know. Oh, this is another one of the two-head ones.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Oh yeah, it is the same one. So you'll have to. It's one of them is just like use ice moves, and then I think it's heal the dark side. I think it's ice on the fire, and then I think it's heal the dark one.
You're done.
Because who carries Blizzard because it's bad in this game?
Dude, I used Magnify Blizzard on my run. Magnify Blizzard is very good.
Was it?
Yeah, because it makes it bigger and you cast it multiple times.
It's on you.
So it's easier to hit, and it hits a bunch of times in a row. So it's really good for stagger gauge for anything that's weak to ice. Magnify Thundera is the one that seems to be the least good because Magnify Thunder just like hits harder, or maybe it hits twice back to back or something. But ice is AoE, so you can get big damage on lots of enemies, which is why I like it. Fire is good because it bounces around between enemies when it's magnified. Wind, I believe, is just a bigger AoE. And then Fire, Wind, Thunder, Blizzard. I don't know if, like, Poison can be magnified. I don't know if it works.
My turn. Let's finish this.
Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna do True Strike. And this. And then we're gonna switch back to him, and we're gonna cross slash it.
You're also done with True Strike if you don't want to do it anymore. But yeah, you see that you got to 240 with that. If you can get multiple True Strikes off, that's like... That was the way, if you couldn't get to 300 any other way, that's what you do.
Boss is... He's just not... There's like a little bit left, and he just won't die. This will kill him. That move does so much damage, but it takes so long. But if Barret holds aggro, it doesn't really matter too much, because then you just fucking kill it.
Or if it's like charging up a move or whatever.
Oh yeah, the fucking feasting.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since you've seen these guys. They're like first area of the game.
Yeah, what a weird throwback. This is strange, but this is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
True Strike this.
You already got it. You're done.
Fuck. Well, I know, but it just raises.
I mean,
it's true. Please attack the right one. Oh my lord.
Take the lead.
Oh, but it doesn't matter because we're all getting fucked by the little dudes. All right.
Yeah. Time to beat the little dudes. But yeah, Barret now can finish. Or did you get Point Blank already?
No, I didn't. I don't have it yet.
Okay, I think you're close.
She was getting her ass clapped. She got her on 1 life. Holy shit.
That might have been her item that like prevents death one time or something like that. I can't remember what her accessory is. Admittedly, also everyone's poisoned.
Yep.
Smogger.
Oh shit. And I'm silenced, so I can't actually do anything about this.
Fight through it.
Nope.
Take it from here.
Don't give up.
Oh, you upgraded Subversion. You're up to 10 out of 12 of the materia done.
Cloud, no, you fucking lead, dude. You don't need to be anywhere near anything here, bro. Yeah, we're just gonna have you pull aggro for a sec. Okay. God, everybody's still fucking...
What's that effect over its head?
I don't know.
Pushing it.
Alright.
I'll take over.
Point blank for the kill, right?
I'm not gonna be that close to it. That was close just because of how much poison and shit that happened.
Yeah, true. Alright, last fight. This one you definitely get your Leviathan.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely kill the not the blade bot or the blast ray or whatever. The other thing is going to be way more in your face, and the blast ray is going to be like, oh, you want to use melee against me?
I have to
no,
kill the
thank
blast
you.
ray first, don't I? Like,
I mean, if you think you can do it, I guess.
I think one thing I need to do though is cast fucking haste.
Yeah.
I think that'll help a lot.
Yep.
And then let's
get Leviathan out as soon as possible.
Get regen going on like everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to unlock the ability to fucking be able to. We're gonna regen. Tifa's done already, so Cloud, and then I'm gonna overcharge.
Yep. Everybody has regen now.
Oh god. And then Tifa got hit like fucking hard.
You can always do Steel Skin.
Yeah, that's true, I can. But we're about to summon here.
Also true.
I'm wondering if I should summon Carbuncle.
Or sorry, Steel Skin and Lifesaver. Those were the two things. Sorry, I always mix those up.
I think I should summon Carbuncle to get the buffs.
You do you?
It's just gonna be better. I need the
Hope you're ready.
the shell to protect. I think.
Leviathan had a move that increased stagger gauge.
I know, but it doesn't matter if I die.
Yeah, fair.
That one. Cloud can now do Ruby Light.
It's on you.
And then
It's on you.
Come on.
we'll do Tifa to do the other one. And then that should help a lot with damage reduction.
Yep. Yeah, I would consider keeping the barrier and ward or whatever spells on Cloud for endgame, because like I said, you're gonna have to do some 1v1 stuff with Cloud eventually.
I'm out of fucking mana though. I have no mana for healing anymore. I gotta switch my aggro, unfortunately. Oh, get away from it, Tifa. Get away from it, Tifa. Get away from it. Thank you.
Watch yourself.
Well, the field is gone at least, so your melees can get in there again.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you will get when Carbuncle's done. Or did Carbuncle already?
Carbuncle already did his thing.
Oh, geez, you already used all that mana again.
I mean, I've had no mana since, because I was trying to heal everybody.
I thought Carbuncle gave you mana when he went away.
I got you.
I don't think I need just heals.
Could be.
Not sure though.
You can't poison that thing, can you?
No, it's a machine.
Yeah.
I already looked.
Yeah, okay. Because sometimes you can't.
I looked a long time ago.
What else does Cloud have that he can use mana on?
Not a lot. It's alright. We're actually pretty close to killing this fucking thing. I can just... If I can get the fucking AI to focus on one fucking thing, or not focus the wrong direction, that'd be cool. And just like completely waste a move, that's pretty sweet. I do like when that happens.
Yeah, it feels like there should be an AI button to like focus or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't... maybe there's some hotkey for it and they just don't show you.
Take him down.
I don't think there is. I think that would be like something they'd want to show you, right?
Unless Lock On does it, but I don't think it does.
I like this. Alright, there we go. Okay, now we're in a whole different game. The sweeper is much easier to kill.
That's why I wanted you to do it early.
No, I would rather deal with the problematic enemy that like stops me from like, because if that gangs up on the sweeper and pushes me away from the sweeper, then I'm just fucked.
True, I guess.
Let's hit the left arm with this move, and let's charge her up.
Yeah. Admittedly, like we said, Cloud is currently rocking a physical attack weapon, but it's probably worth looking at least coming up with one materia besides haste that he can use mana on. Which, admittedly, he can keep spamming haste. It doesn't last very long when he casts it on the whole party.
Speaking of, I do need to do that again.
Like I just said, I just know that when you get to the end game, you're gonna need to rebuild Cloud just because the final fights are really hard and you won't have the entire party sometimes. So
haste is good.
Haste is good. You won't need it to magnify when you're in 1v1 though.
Right, exactly.
So you can magnify something else. I don't know what. No, magnify barrier is also just like makes it full party. So we did that before. So it'll just be like whatever. If you get stuck on the fight, you just have to check weaknesses and things.
Right.
If anything, you'll want to run assess on Cloud.
This thing is dead.
There you go.
You ain't gonna get away.
Bam!
Well, I guess we'll start the next stream.
That was a little easier than the other one. Just slightly frustrating.
So I guess next stream we will start with the last couple challenges.
10 minutes on the dot. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad.
I
don't mind combat challenges. I just wish I
check
enjoyed this combat more.
We should check revive real fast. I need to know.
That's not a bad idea.
I just need to know where it's at.
I wanna know. It's on Tifa. I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, I didn't gain that much.
Where is it at? What is it? Okay, I need to see. 300. Yeah, like, can you?
Probably, but it's gonna be rough.
Because this is the only
you
spot.
Get auto fucking life if you max it though. That's so good.
What you get? Arise. Arise is just raised with full heal.
Oh, it is.
It's not auto life.
Oh, no. It's not the Halo.
Nope.
That's
it's
gay.
Arise is
full health.
Arise is heal full health.
Damn, I wanted auto life.
Wait, hold on. What accessory is Barrett wearing?
I don't fucking know.
He was wearing the Crescent Moon Charm. What does that do?
I have no idea.
Because I don't think it's very good.
Reduces damage when it's not equipped.
Oh,
when he's not the active character.
Oh.
Because he's a tank, it helps a little bit.
I guess, and you're...
Could maybe do Circlet because he's my caster at the moment, or...
Yeah...
You know, something like that. But... Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Oh yeah, somebody should be wearing the Spectral Cogwheel, but I think we were saving that for Aerith. Because it's when you spend MP, you get ATB, and that's just like, that's everything Aerith wants.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, yeah. Aerith has the transfer module. The transference module, not the cog.
Consuming ATB fills limit gauge, and there's one that's consuming MP, gives you ATB.
Spectral Cogwheel, yeah.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing to put on somebody.
It's not bad. I don't know.
Especially if you have somebody with refocus.
I just like if I'm focused, if I'm using Tifa and then Barrett's kind of like my tank. But you know, now that I think about it, after doing those fights and I think about how just garbage the AI is, maybe it's just not that good. Like, it seems good and it should be good, but the AI is kind of dumb.
Well, if anything, I even think it's less of an AI problem. It's more of a fact that anytime you're playing a character, you immediately get all the aggro.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So it's not even that the AI is doing a bad job. It's just that, like, they don't take that much damage because they're not usually being targeted by stuff. So
yeah, that's just not good.
Yeah, there is a bench up here, like I said. Yeah.
Bench! Alright, guys. What a interesting end just because of having to focus on the battle there, but no big deal.
Hey, my checklist of things is down to just like 10 lines of stuff.
It's pretty good, really. I mean,
we're
coming up on it, I think.
Yeah.
I think that
yep.
We could probably realistically get it done over the next couple weeks.
The problem is the next chapter, like I said, is long. I think minimum we have 2 weeks.
I was thinking more than that.
I think minimum 2 weeks. It might be 2 weeks and then like an hour to finish up, and then we just like do something else.
I was hoping maybe we could finish by the time I go on my trip, and then we just have a natural break, and then we just do integrate the next week.
That might be what we do. I'm trying to like I said, the next chapter is long and tedious. This one though, we're almost done with. We have some cutscenes, we have some other stuff, but then like I said, chapter 17 is so long, and chapter 18 is like boss fight, cinematic, boss fight. Like that's all that it is.
Roger.
So I don't know how quickly we'll be able to do that.
And for the third time, the JRPG guy in me, I just gotta make sure I hit the save button.
Oh, I know. I'm so glad Xenoblade 3 has an autosave button, or it has a quick save button on the menu. So you just pause and hit Y, and it just does a quick save.
That's nice.
Which is so nice. I still do system saves to like maintain a couple slots or whatever, but at any time it's like, we haven't saved in an hour, we can just go boop, boop, done, and we can just do it.
These games are fun. I highly recommend them. Super fun. Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout, Lost Legends and the Secret Fairy. Fun games. Very fun games.
Good.
Oh, well, thanks, guys. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us. YouTube, we'll see you next time. Subscribe, comment down below.
Yeah. Next week will be fun. We're getting into the real meat of this game, so I'm super excited for each
33 hours in, we're getting into the meat of the story. Let's go.
I mean, I like a good end game twist and stuff.
I do too.
Like,
yeah. I'm not saying it's bad. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, it's not like Xenoblade where it's a 100-hour twist.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
We need to finish. I'm hoping we can maybe finish Xenoblade this weekend. I don't know if we'll be able to knock it out. We'll see. Well, we won't be done with it, but we might just finally say, okay, we're done with side quests. We're going to go beat the game, and we'll do side quests later.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right.
All right. Bye, dude.
Bye.